Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites. We come in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this United States of America, Esau, Edom, who is the so-called white man's kingdom. All right? First and foremost, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rukakadash. We want to give double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth, and peace and salutations. Shalom, Wa'arakam, to the hopeful elect, the men that are prophesying and laboring throughout the four winds of the world in this truth and sincerity. Shalom. All right? What I want to go in today is the last days. We are living in those last days. Contrary to what your preachers tell you, what your Catholic Church, the Christian Church, the media tells you, we're living in the last days. And how do we know that we're living in those last days? Because the prophets, the men of the Lord, are on the streets telling you the signs, which are the prophecies, are coming to pass. All right, we got World War III. We got uprising of the people. Okay, we got uprising of the people. All right, we got the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, about to be implemented, about to be made mandatory. All right, the Most High, through his prophets, through his son, Yahushai, had told us these last days that we're coming into. These are the signs, these are the prophecies that will be taking place. All right, with the uprising of the people. You have uprisings all over the world. Honduras, of course, Venezuela, Nicaragua, Puerto Rico, Hawaii, okay, Taiwan and China. All right, of course, France with the yellow vest. All right, England with the Brexit. Okay, these are things are happening, uprising to the people. All right, because the people are getting tired of their governments, which are headed by Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, your international bankers. All right, they, at the end of the day, they run all these countries. They implement the wicked philosophies. All right, they're really fighting for democracy, which they don't know is really a dictatorship of Esau, Edom. All right, that implements these wicked philosophies, democracy, LGBT, homosexuality. Okay, your monetary system, your money system. All right, they control all that, and all these nations, even whether they be Jake or they heathen nations, they're getting fed up. All right, and this is just one of the signs, one of the prophecies that must come to pass in these last days. And we haven't even got into the tensions amongst the nations. Iran with America over in the Middle East. Okay, these are
Iranian aggression.
Yeah, Iranian aggression. That propaganda that they're trying to push. Okay, Esau wants to go into Iran. All right, but they know that once they do that, they're crossing the line, and Russia, along with China and these other nations, they're going to get involved. All right, and at the end of the day, Esau don't want that smoke. All right, because the men of the Lord know the signs of the times, and Esau even knows those signs. All right, these higher ups, they know that this is prophecy. That once these things come to pass, once this World War III is kicked off, their kingdom is coming to an end.
Yep, I know y'all got something right. Go ahead. 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 1, it says, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come." And the reason I pulled that is because that's how you can tell these uproars, because people is fed up. They see peril that's beginning to happen, and peril worsening and worsening as time goes on. That's a sign that these are the last days that we're in.
Yeah, if I might say, it's growing disparity within society. People are not certain about their future because of the way things are going geopolitically and economically across the board. Right. Being on a verge of another world war. You got even the nuclear anxiety rising up because different countries are test firing intercontinental ballistic missiles, which are missiles capable of reaching from one continent to another. All these things plays into the anxiety of the people right now, man. Right. You got more homelessness here in the States. California is becoming a third world country with rich people.
And eventually California, they may branch. They've been talking about branching off into their own, so to speak, like a small country within this big country. And with that homelessness problem, with the homeless downtown, it's causing diseases. All right, that's part of the last days. Diseases, famine. All right, with this heat wave that's taking place, with the floods that happened in the springtime. All right, and the Most High is drying it all up. drying up your crops, all right? Even in these other countries, they don't have food. There is a scarcity of food, all right? Not saying they have food, but it's scarce, all right? Their food is being rationed out by their government. Their government controls their food at the end of the day. And that's going to happen here in America. Lo and behold.
And what's going to happen is the demand for food is going to go up. So because of the scarcity of it, so that means the price inflation is going to go up also. Yep. That's just how economics work.
So Matthew 24, verse 6. You shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
They named everything going on right now.
That's everything that's going on. And if you don't got your spiritual eyes open, you don't see that. A lot of these people walking up and down the street, driving up and down the street, they don't understand the times that we're living in. They think America is going to go on forever. Or we're at the end of an age, America's age. This is the end of Esau, Edom's rule. All right, and these things must come to pass. Yes, everything that the brother just read in Matthew 24 is all bad. There's nothing good coming to America. There's nothing good coming to you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, unless you take heed to the prophets and take heed to this truth. All right, you're going to be gunned down here in these streets. You're going to be shot down. You're going to die of famine. All right, these things are going to happen. These things must come to pass.
Concentration
camps. All right, you're going to be separated from your kids. It's already happening to the northern kingdom down at the border. All right,
race riots.
Yep.
You know, if I could say real select. For you people that don't realize, even though you may love everybody, you still have an enemy that hates your guts.
That's right.
And he is armed and teaching his children to gun you down.
Yep.
Okay? To put you in to gun you down for your food, to gun you down so you ain't taking their food, just because they don't like you.
Yep.
Just to fulfill that need inside of him to wipe you off the planet. Yep. And who am I talking about? The Edomites, man. The so-called white people. I'm talking about the real, true biblical Edomites. Yep. That their father line goes back to the wicked man Esau. All right? Our older twin brother. All right? That man is going to come and gun you down. Whether you like it or not, he's got these gun shows arming himself to a T. Why? To blow you away. And just in case the government come against him, he may defend himself, but he's really worried about you.
Yeah. And then these Edomites, like you said, they got a lot of weapons. They got weapons that come against the government. It says that in the scriptures that they will take the power into their own hands. All right? You see that's taking place in these other countries with the uprisings. The only thing about the difference between over there and over here, America has guns. All right, America has. It's like
they're throwing rocks.
Yeah, they're not throwing rocks. They're not marching and protesting. All right, if say the yellow vest were protesting over here, after 3 weeks of protest, it would have got violent for sure.
Yeah.
All right, and that's what's coming to it. It's going to get a lot of bloodshed here in these streets of America.
Yeah, if I may say, see, it's easy. Them seditions that they having over there in Europe, like with the yellow vest protests. Them cops are getting their ass whipped by the citizens, by the civilians. But that's because over there it's not like how it is over here. Over here, these agencies, the government allows for law enforcement to have arms, riot gear, militarized police. They got armored vehicles. Okay, so they have the green light to basically fire on people if shit really gets real like that.
Especially because out here when the riots kick off, it's gonna be mostly Jake.
Yeah.
So Jake is gonna be without. Jake don't have a plan. Yeah. We don't make enough money to have a plan in place in case shit goes bad or the shit hits the fan. Okay, so what we gonna do? We gonna go to the store, try to find food. But look, you're gonna have to fight people for the last morsels of food.
Bro, they say after you miss 9 meals, that's when people start to lose it. That's 3 days. All right, for some of these gluttonous ass people, for some of these gluttonous ass people, that's 2 days. The way these people just eat and consume. All right, so after 9 meals, you're gonna bug out. You're gonna be looking in your neighbor's house for food. You're gonna be busting down the stores of these grocery stores. And the brother always alludes to that these grocery stores only have 3 days worth of food. All right, and after that, it's over.
And like we said last night on the live stream last night, that's if everybody doesn't go at once to clean the store out. The store won't last 24 hours once the shit is the fan. it probably won't last 6 hours.
But that's the first thing that people are gonna do,
They're
though.
gonna go for food.
That's the first thing they're gonna do.
Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse. I should start up at sedition. I'm gonna read down. Second Ezra 15 and 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands."
That's right. So your modern day sword really is any kind of killing instrument. All right, you would say your gun, but hey, people are gonna have bats, clubs, chains, anything you could think of to put affliction, to hurt on somebody. All right, and they're gonna stand up. It's gonna be race riots. It's gonna be the blacks against the whites. All right, with the Hispanics against the whites. All right, it's gonna have class riots. It's gonna have the rich against the poor, and eventually these people are gonna rise up against their government, their local, their state, and their national officials. All right, because they're gonna be in dire straits. All right, they're gonna need food. They're gonna need shelter. All right, they're gonna need medicine. That's a big thing, medicine, because a lot of these people are dependent on their medication. These pharmaceutical companies, these CVS, these Walgreens, they make so much money off weekly prescriptions. People that go there every other day to get a prescription for this, diabetes. They got heart disease, liver disease, or whatever to suppress what they have. And go ahead.
These people, they're gonna become like zombies. They can't get their fix.
When they ain't got their opioids. You know that they need their opioids.
They ain't getting the fentanyl, they ain't get the Percocets.
The reality of a zombie apocalypse is to let these druggies that stuff
Oxycontins.
let them go wandering for food and for their medicine.
You're gonna have a bunch of hungry people with no food, no water, no medicine, but they have guns.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Nothing to lose.
Yep. Nothing to lose.
That's a bad combination.
And they took and I did a lesson on a guy in Honduras. He went to the doctor, but he had a prescription, but they had no medicine. So at the end of the day, the same thing's going to happen here, because America is so they live in decadence here, where everything's at your fingertips. All right, you can have Uber Eats and all these things where you can just do on the app. You probably can get your damn medicine delivered now. Yeah.
If anybody.
So when that's cut off, what are you people gonna do? All right, well, who are you gonna run to? You gonna call on? We know 2/3 of our people are gonna call on Esau Edom. Are gonna call on Saravis Christians. These wicked ass niggas gonna call on Kemet. All right, you gonna call on Allah. You gonna call on Guadalupe. All right, they calling on Guadalupe down in Puerto Rico and Venezuela right now. All right, they even trying to when they trying to call up spirits to try to help them
from the grave.
Familiar spirit, from the grave. They can't help you. They won't deliver you. This is Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble must come to pass in these end days.
I got something. Jeremiah 30 verse 12, and I'm gonna go back to 2nd Ezra 15. Jeremiah 30 verse 12. It says, "For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, thy bruise is incurable and thy wound is grievous. There is none to plead thy cause."
That bruise is incurable. There's no fixing this. The only remedy is to go through this situation.
Like they say, with the women in travail.
Yeah.
Once their birth pains kick off, hey, you can't push that baby back in that womb. It gotta happen.
Ain't no taking no epidural for it either. It says that thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicines.
Yep.
All thy lovers have forgotten thee.
No help is coming to your rescue. Esau act like he loved you by giving you women power.
Yeah.
I'm talking about women in particular, but Jake generally, because the women is also our nation of people. But there's no help coming for you.
No.
There's no help. The only help that's coming is going to be from the Yahweh Shemiah Shai unto the elect.
That's why it says, "Cursed be he that trusteth in man."
Yep, that's right.
That maketh flesh his own.
Yep.
It says, "For I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy, with the chastisement of a cruel one, for the multitude of thine iniquity, because thy sins were increased."
The Most High allowed us to be wounded unto death, man. 2/3 of us is a majority. We would bleed out if we were injured 2/3 of our body. We bleed out, but He preserved and elect the remnant that would be saved. But He wounded us like that. He wounded us to such a level that there's no coming back from it, man. You'll know it after death by pain.
Pretty much just left us to die.
Yeah.
2/3 of us. All right, but that remnant, the elect.
2/3 of them.
2/3 of them. Yeah, kind. Yeah, I like you. Yeah. 2/3 we left them to die. All right, You rejected the Heavenly Father, and the Heavenly Father is ultimately rejecting you, all right, through these prophecies that's coming to pass, through the end, all right? You've lived in decadence and trusted in Esau, trusted in Esau's system, trusted in democracy, trusted in LGBT, trusted in EBT, trusted in Section 8. You trusted in all these things, all these so-called delicacies that Esau gives you, all right? But at the end of the day, you got to pay for that, all right? Esau got to pay, and you two-thirds of Israel have to pay also.
That's why it says in Judges, to the idols that you have made for yourself, go to those idols and see if they will deliver you in the time of your tribulation. So when all hell break loose, they're gonna remember that we was out here giving them warning. But you know what they're gonna be doing? They're gonna be running to the mega pastors. Yeah. They're gonna be banging on church doors.
What's that nigga that was on the Breakfast Club? Doctor something.
Yeah, I know. The pastor nigga that said homosexuality.
You could, it was running the niggas like that.
Yeah. They're gonna be running to these, they're gonna be running to these witches.
Yep.
These people with tarot cards and palm readers.
Yep.
Basically, which is witchcraft. They're gonna be going to the witches trying to seek for answers, man.
Yep.
Yep. They're gonna be looking for answers.
That's what they're gonna be doing.
Yeah. Because when things happen, everyone wants answers. Why did this happen? All right, we want answers for little simple shit. Why did that happen? What happened?
I lose my job.
Yeah. Why did I? Yeah. So they're really gonna want answers. Is why are these earthquakes happening? Why is shit on fire? Why is this heat wave happening? All right. Why is there no food in the grocery stores? Why is gas $40? Why is milk $20 a gallon? Why is there inflation? Why is the dollar not worth shit? You're gonna want answers. In your government, they're gonna give you bullshit answers, but the spirit is gonna come on you like to know that they're lying. They bullshit. All right, but the men of the Lord are gonna be off the street by this. It's gonna be a famine of the word. All right, you didn't forbear. You didn't take heed, Salakia, to the men of the Lord, to the men of the Lord, the word that we're speaking. All right, because every kingdom, the prophet prophesied the downfall of that kingdom prior to it falling. It happened in the Syrian, the Babylonians, the Persians, the Medes, the Grecians, the Romans, even though this is the Roman Empire reincarnated. And the same thing is going to happen now. What does she say? No new thing under the sun. Yep. Okay? So,
Jeremiah 28, verse 8, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
That's what we out here to do. It's to warn you of the war, evil, and pestilence. Who are we warning? Our own people. To wake up the elect, because the two-thirds not going to get it, man. But if this word strikes a chord in you, you need to be moved to action and fear. Of your how about you now shot to try to have the opportunity to save yourself. It don't matter what your flesh looks like, but if your spirit connects to it, you're an Israelite. You need to take action.
Yep.
All you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans need to take heed to this word and the things that's happening in the earth. The prophecy is being fulfilled as we speak. There's nothing good coming.
There's nothing good here. Now, we have. The scripture says, this is not our rest. Micah 2:10. Hebrews 13. We have no continuing city. All right. We have nothing here. All right. We have nothing to look forward. All we got to look forward is the kingdom of heaven, where righteousness dwelleth. All right. That's what you Israelites should be taking heed to. That's what you should be trying to push toward for. You should be trying to push toward. Really, trying to push toward that mark of exemption. All right. We know the men of the Lord got to go through shit. We're going to be tried in the fire. But the elect is going to come through white, all right, meaning cleansed, meaning without blemish, without spot, all right. 2/3 of our people we know, like the brother read, they got like the brother said earlier, got to go through death by pain, all right. And that pain is not just going to be a shot to the head, or it's not going to be you just die in your sleep, you take some sleeping pills. No, you ain't going to go out like Whitney Houston in the bathtub. Your ass is gonna go out like starving to death.
Like Somalian children.
Yeah, like Somalian children, where you see your ribs. Your kids are gonna go out like that.
Stomach's swollen.
You're gonna die of diseases you never heard of. You're gonna be throwing up, blood coming from your eyes. All right, your shit gonna have blood in it. All right, these are the things that are coming to America. We got to be graphic because that's the only way to get Jake's attention. Go ahead, bro.
They show it in your movies.
Yeah, kind.
They put it in all your movies, man.
They show it in the movies, but when the men of the Lord are saying it, and when these things come to pass, we're basically speaking these things into existence through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, you deem us terrorists. We're just telling you the truth. What does the scripture say?
They hate him that rebuketh in the gate.
Yeah, no, it's just that you hate me.
Yeah, am I there for your
Am I there for
your enemy?
Because
I tell you the truth.
Yeah.
You know, don't get mad at us. We're just the messengers. All right, we're the messenger of the Heavenly Father.
We don't have power to create these things. The Most High do. But we're telling you why, which is fair as a fair PSA warning, man.
Yep.
Public service announcement. He's being fair enough to warn you before it go down.
Yep.
And if you don't take heed to the warning, you'll get caught out there.
Yep.
And then nobody can be like, oh, I didn't know. You gonna know.
Yeah, everyone's gonna know. The scripture says this gospel should be preached throughout the four corners of the world, and then the end shall come. It's being preached through the internet. Okay, so no one's gonna have an excuse in that day. I didn't know about the Israelites, or I didn't know I was an Israelite. No, you're gonna know. You're gonna know. There's no excuses in that day. All right, and these things are coming to pass. And the closer we get, the more scarce this word is going to get. Like the scripture says, it's going to be a famine of the word. You know how a famine of the food, and that down in parts of Venezuela, down in Central and South America,
Brazil.
The same thing is going to happen. Don't think that people are waking up down there, but the men of the Lord that's down there in those Central American countries, hey, they're slowly but surely going to be taken off the streets, whether they be thrown in prisons, even going to be martyrs. All right, and the thing about it is, like the brother said, I remember he said last week, the northern kingdom always got hell first, but the southern kingdom, which makes the majority of America, they're going to get even worse. All right, you had something?
Real quick, dealing with basically our people, they like being lied to. They don't want to hear us speak, reality to our people, man. That's why they'd rather go and listen to these motivational speakers.
Yeah.
The guy that was on the Breakfast Club, they're going to pay attention to what he got to say before they hear the prophets out. This is 1 Kings 22 and verse 6. It says, Then the king of Israel gathered the prophets together, about 400 men, and said unto them, Shall I go against Ramoth Gilead to battle, or shall I forbear? And they said, Go up, for the Lord shall deliver it into the hand of the king. And Jehoshaphat said, Is there not here a prophet of the Lord besides that we might inquire of him? And the king of Israel said to Jehoshaphat, There is yet one man, Micaiah, the son of Imlah, by whom we inquire of the Lord, but I hate him, for he doeth not prophesy good concerning me, but evil. And Jehoshaphat said, Let not the king say so.
And that's the spirit of our people. No, don't tell. I don't want to hear that. They like to say, "Oh, y'all negative. Y'all don't got, y'all don't got nothing positive to say." No. All right, we not coming all together, kumbaya, as unity camps to have barbecues. No, we not living in those times. All right, the scriptures say it's a time of war and it's a time of peace. We're in a spiritual war. The men of the Lord are in a spiritual war right now with this devil Esau, and then the physical is going to come, because really the Most High and His Son are all about action. All right, you see the action with the men of the Lord prophesying and pushing His word, but the Most High is all about that physical action. He's all about destruction, like the scripture says in Numbers. The Lord is a man of war.
Exodus 15.
Yeah, there you go, Slakia.
Yeah,
the Lord is a man of war. The Lord is about action. All right, look at King David and his mighty men. That was about action. All right, and the Lord is about to show you. He's showing you action through these prophecies, through the floods, the heat waves, the earthquakes. That's action. If you're not taking heed, you're gonna get caught up in that.
Hey, the signs in the heavens, the chariots in the sky.
That's hey. And when the action hits America, when it leaves the heavens, it comes down here right dead smack in your face. What you gonna do? All right.
Pay attention to the war. Pay attention to the war stage.
Yeah.
Look at everything is facing towards the Valley of Jehoshaphat. All these different nations, their armies are centered over there. It's major conflict being built every single day with each geopolitical move being made. All right, like the latest move that Iran just did. That just sparked some more flames to the fire, man. They basically sieged a UK oil taker, and now you're starting to see that Britain really don't have the same power that they used to have. And they're divided.
I think it's a Libyan ship that was controlled by Britain, and the Iranians they basically took over.
Yeah.
They basically strong armed.
And they did it to inspect. Yeah. Like when something passes through your yard, you wanna know what's being passed through your yard.
Yeah.
What's on there? Who is this sent by?
Don't eat. Esau does that when they have ships. Hey, they just got caught with all them drugs.
Yeah.
Esau does that when these ships pass through or passing through to this port. Yeah, it's like a checkpoint.
Yeah.
They do that with Jake when they come across the border. Yeah. So what makes these other countries? When
Iran do it, it's aggression.
It's aggression. Yeah.
We in their backyard, but they're the aggressors.
Right. But for checking to see what we bringing through there.
Yeah. Go ahead with your pre-roll.
We call for Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 5. Yeah, I'm gonna read verse 5. It says, and they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, talking about the Israelites, yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them.
That's right. You're gonna know that a prophet has been among you. All right. What does a prophet do? A prophet prophesies. What does prophesy mean? To tell before. So we're telling you these things that are going to happen before times. All right. We're telling you of pestilence, of famine. All right. Of race wars, of world war. All right. A war that you've never seen before. A war that's not going to just be fought with, ground troops. Like it says, every war is fought with confused noise.
Yep.
No, this war is going to be fought with burning fuel and fire. All right. This war is going to be fought with thermonuclear weapons. This war is going to be fought with ICBM missiles, with drones. All right. That's why they don't need a lot of troops, because they got all they got the technology. All right. And they're gonna, you know what? And it's beautiful because they're gonna bring a lot of this technology, not just over in the Middle East, they're gonna bring it here in America. You're gonna see drones flying through your cities, bombing motherfuckers.
Right.
All right? We gotta be explicit, but that's they show you that in the movies. That's why you think they're doing drills downtown LA with SWAT drills and stuff. With not necessarily SWAT, that was like military. All right, they're showing you. They were showing you these things. They're doing these drills because those things are coming to pass. And the prophet is here to tell you. The prophets are on the streets, or on the scene, and they ready. All right, we ready for the end.
I was watching something that the highways were originally constructed for the military and their vehicles to go through. They weren't built for vehicles, normal cars. They were built for military vehicles. And when the martial law kicks in, they're gonna shut the highways down.
Yep. Certain roads, like certain main highways and roads were meant to be able to move you through quickly to certain places without getting caught up in cities.
And they already marked off where they're going to, because they had the FEMA zones.
Yeah.
The FEMA zones basically mark where the cities and the roads are going to be cut off. All right, they show you. Esau put the shit right in your face. He show you a map. Go to Google Images. Say, look at, was it FEMA REMA maps. All right, they're going to show you where you're going to be able to go and not go. You go ahead.
It's just that easy. No. This brother had precepts.
Go ahead, bro.
Oh, well, I had Proverbs chapter 1 and 24. That's the one we were on, and then I had another one.
We never finished second as 15.
Yeah.
We'll get back to
second answers too.
That's what he's holding for that.
Go ahead, bro.
All right, this is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 24. Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded.
How is the Most High stretching out his hand? How is he calling and you not regarding? By his prophets, the men. All right? Through these videos, these lessons that we put up, through this internet. All right, we're calling out, what means to call out? Damn. No.
Ecclesia, church.
Yeah, Kurt. Yeah, this is church. To mean to call out, we're calling out. And this scripture said, no man regarded. And we know the ones that's going to regard this message is the elect. All right, this really who this specific message is for. The elect. To wake up the elect and let the elect know, hey, it's that time. We're living in those times. Come up out of Babylon, come up out of the wicked philosophies of this place, and come back to your power, the heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Shah.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
But ye have said not all my counsel, and would none of my reproof.
None of my correction. All right, the Most High is doing these things to correct you.
Okay.
Like, damn, okay, a wave of a famine just came. Shit, man, I almost didn't make it. My family almost didn't make it. You know what? Maybe them brothers was right. Let me get right with the Lord. All right. And then when the next famine comes, you'll be prepared physically and mentally. All right. You'll have come in. You know, when you come into this truth, the Lord gives you power and might to go through things like famine. All right. It prepares your spirit. Okay. Endurance. All right. But if you don't have this, you don't have this truth, you don't have this knowledge, you're gonna just bug out. You're right. You're not gonna take heed. And, you're not gonna take that correction. All right, the Most High is all about correction. Most High, like your parents give you a chance, like, all right, man, you fucked up, I'm gonna give you another chance. Most High is our Heavenly Father. He's giving us chances. And you know, shit, at the end of the day, he said the chances gonna run out. Like, you know what? I marked you to be a 2/3 nigga. Your chances is through. You know, you're gonna get judged. That's basically the time we're coming into, where the Most High is cutting you niggas off. Finish that, bro. Bible show.
I also will laugh at your calamity.
Yep.
Hey, the men of the Lord gonna laugh. We laugh when you niggas is bugged out. When the nigga woman was crying to Trump about, oh please, Mr. Trump, open up like the government. We was laughing. That was humorous to us. So if the men of the Lord are laughing, Yahweh Shai is, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai is they really gonna get their laugh on when it really go down. Go ahead, bro. It's a lot.
I will mock when your fear cometh.
We told you so. We told you. You didn't listen. This is what you get. That's mockery.
What y'all can I say? This is gonna be the biggest I told you so ever.
When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you.
Those words may escape some of you simple ass Negro, Latino, and Native Americans. Desolation and whirlwind. But when you really get the understanding of what those words mean, man, when you're in the midst of desolation and whirlwind, confusion, and just alone out there with nowhere to turn, that's when you're gonna realize how serious it was.
Yeah. Yep. You got all kind of anxiety. You don't know where to turn. You don't know who to call on.
You feel like you about to have a heart attack because you're so scared.
Hey, bro, that's these bugged out people do when Twitter or Instagram or they phone don't work, or the internet service is out. They bug out like, oh my God, what I'm gonna do? Imagine how much more when you don't have food, you don't have lights, you don't have the basic necessities.
Running water. That's the coldest one, running water. Woo.
Verse 28. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear the Lord. They would none of my counsel and despise all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices.
Like he said in Jeremiah, the 2nd chapter, the brother quoted the one in, I think it was it Kings? I forgot what he quoted. Yeah, where he quoted.
No, Judges.
Judges, Salaki, when he was like, where are your gods that you have made thee? Let them arise and see if they can save you. You didn't want to believe in me until you was in heavy water, hot water.
Straight.
So now what? So don't call on me now. You had a chance to call on me, but you refused when I was stretching my hand out to you. How? By having my prophets warn you and tell you what to do to change the predicament, the outcome of the predicament that you would be in. But you didn't do it, now you're in that predicament. If I left a sign that said, don't go forward, turn back, whatever, quicksand, and you ignored the sign, and now you knee deep in quicksand, sinking faster and faster, hey, nobody's gonna pity you.
Yeah, you didn't. When the prophets cried out to warn you, you didn't hearken to that cry. You actually mocked them.
Yep.
So when it's your turn to face calamity, nobody's gonna hear your cry.
Yep.
Nobody ain't gonna want to hear what you gotta say. The Most High damn sure not hearing it, man. Yep. I got a quick one. This is Zechariah chapter 7 and verse 11. It says, "But they refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder and stopped their ears that they should not hear. Yeah, they made their hearts as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law and the words which the Lord of hosts have sent in his spirit by the former prophets. Therefore it came a great wrath from the Lord of hosts."
He said pull away their shoulder, reminds me of don't stop me,
don't touch me.
Let me go. Let me do my dumb shit. Yeah, what do you know?
Grab your shit. Hey, brother, wait, brother, don't go that way. It's a snake pit that way.
Nah, man, ain't no snakes.
It's some wolves over there.
Ain't no wolves, man.
Hey, that's what's gonna happen.
They dumb, man. We gotta illustrate you this shit because us on this corner, we know y'all drive by, we know y'all click on, click past the video, so to speak.
Like they click on them and scroll through. Oh, they ain't got no controversy.
Yeah, cons, no fights.
The nigga woman. Let's go past it.
Yep.
It's not entertainment.
Not entertainment. Yeah.
Not enough contention going on.
Hey, all of our biggest hits, especially on the camp page, is the controversial ones. We dealing with it.
Not the controversial doctrines, but the physical contention.
Interaction with people, and we going back and forth. You know,
that's the lightweight stuff.
That action, man. You know, it's gonna be brought to your doorstep, man. Right. You know, that action is gonna be in your household. All right. It says the father shall hate the son against.
I come to set the vision.
It's gonna be contention in your household. So that's the action you're gonna see. You know. Go ahead, bro.
It's verse 13. It says, therefore, it has come to pass that as he cried, and they would not hear, so they cried, and I would not hear, saith the Lord of hosts.
Hey, read that again, bro.
Verse 13. Therefore, it has come to pass that as he cried, and they would not hear.
The prophets cried to you about what was coming. Hey, we've been sighing and crying for years, man. You know, apostles start with the apostles and their elders on down. We've been sighing and crying, telling you, hey, the bad things are gonna happen to you, man. To you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans. Get your chance. This is your chance to try to wake up and get out of the situation that's coming for you. We're warning you, please listen. But because you didn't listen to us, right? Go ahead.
It says, so they cried, and I would not hear.
Now that you in the shit, and you crying, now the Heavenly Father not gonna hear you, because we were crying instead of the Heavenly Father unto you. Hey, people, wake up. It's about to happen. Now that you in the shit, now we ain't gonna hear you. It's too late. We in here safe. You would be in here safe too if you would have took heed when you were supposed to. We can't hear all the screams and the terrors going on. We're in here in the secret chamber protected.
Yeah, but hey, take the word on out. Come into my chambers.
Yeah.
That spiritual ark.
Right. You think Noah didn't hear? You think Noah didn't hear the screams and the cries and the gurgling of the drowning people? You know? But what happens? But he ain't gonna open the ark door and sink the whole ship to save you people that didn't want to listen.
Noah heard him, but the Most High probably made him, you know, just tune it out.
Tune it out.
You know? He made Noah deaf to those cries and screams and babies crying.
Yep, probably too busy singing praise unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yep.
You know?
And the Most High gonna put a cold spirit on his men, because we're gonna be hearing a lot of gunfire. You're gonna be hearing a lot of people, you know, dropping dead. You're gonna be hearing, you know, bombs going off. You're gonna be hearing wild animals mauling people to death. People screaming in agony, and we ain't gonna feel no ounce of pity, no sympathy.
And it's not gonna sound like
it's gonna be real bad when we stop hearing those sirens.
Right.
You know, you hear sirens, okay, something happened. When you stop hearing sirens, that means the paramedics they not fucking with you no more. Esau, law enforcement is not gonna save you. So you're gonna. The scripture says that. You know, you take the power into your own hands. You're gonna have to fend for yourself in those times. All right?
Yeah, you're gonna hear a lot of no stop, please. You're gonna be hearing that. You know, yeah, you're gonna be hearing that, and it's like, hey, you know, we gonna be, you know, the Lord gonna have us hitting, you know, he gonna, wherever the Spirit gonna have his men, we gonna be called Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you know, Baba Kushah, have mercy, you know, call Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you know, that's the mode that the men of the Lord gonna be in, man. Have mercy upon us. We're gonna be hearing it, we're gonna be seeing it, we're gonna be like, oh, call Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. You know?
And we do that now when we see the nigga woman get judged, we see these 2/3 niggas get judged, but it's a different thing when you see it right in front of your face.
Exactly.
And that's what the Most High is preparing his men for. He's preparing us to see people mauled by animals, people eating, people cannibalism. Yeah. The Lord's preparing us for that. We can see it on TV, but when you see that in front of your face, when it becomes reality, and when it's more than just reading an article about someone dying, get hit by a train. You know, and it was like that lady jumped down to get her cell phone in Chicago. Mm-hmm. Chicago? Yeah. When that becomes prevalent on a daily, on an hourly, on a minute, every minute basis, that's when you're gonna bug out. But the men of the Lord, we're gonna be, our spirit's gonna be cool, calm, and collect. You know, hey, that's judgment. We know that's judgment.
Because knowledge and wisdom is gonna be our stability, man. We're gonna put our trust in our rock, which is the Most High.
Right.
You know?
Job 5 and 22. Started 20. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh.
That's right.
At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh.
If I may say, basically in that time, the men of the Lord is going to have such a spirit on them that they're going to be actually calm and collective during this tribulation. You're going to expect people to be bugging out of their minds, you know, just losing out, just going crazy. You're gonna notice that the men of the Lord are gonna be just stable. They're gonna be stable, man. They're gonna understand. Hey, the judgment has begun.
Bro.
On 2/3 of Israel.
Why do you think the scripture says it should be 7 women to 1 man? Because those women are gonna know that, oh, yo, there's something different about this man. They're gonna cleave. And the men of the Lord are gonna have to choose in that day. No, hell no, I don't want you. You know what I mean? But a woman's gonna know who the Most High is dealing with in that day. All right, everyone's gonna know pretty much.
And other Jake is gonna try to gravitate that as half-ass believers. But now that the powers come to the table, they're gonna be willing, right?
Yep.
And that's when they're gonna be like, well, let me dwell around you, let me be around you. Hopefully that that some of that'll rub off on me, that I can escape it like you've been escaping. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee.
So when all these animals from the zoo escape, people that keep these wild animals in their house escape, hey, when they see a man of the Lord, they're just gonna come up and then run along.
Hey, order
like King Ezekiel from Walking Dead.
I was just about to say, the Lord might have it to where all the most dangerous animals just following behind you, man. Protecting you from something, man.
You saw that that video. That other tiger was protecting that right at that time.
Bro.
That's gonna be on Jake to be protected by animals.
Exactly.
It's gonna be the elect.
You got one? Verse 24, and thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace. And thou shalt visit thy habitation and shall not sin. We're not going to worry about bodily harm in that day. We say now like the angels are encamped around us, but we really truly going to see how the spiritual force field is protecting us in that day.
The angels in that day might materialize to us. Like the moment we get ready to be persecuted or something, like we about to get close to a near-death situation, the angel just might very well materialize right there and deliver us out of that situation if we want to be elect. You know what I mean? That's what's gonna happen. And don't think that hasn't happened because that was months ago. When a brother saw that angel in the stands at that gate, that
Cowboys game.
The Cowboys and the Reds game.
These angels, they out here, man. The Lord just gotta open up your third eye to be able to, see them.
Just like the chariots is out here. If the Most High open up our eyes right now, we probably see a bunch of chariots.
That lady, Gina Maria.
Oh yeah,
right? She be catching them because she flipped the temperature, the different lenses of sight. She goes to thermonuclear, she inverts them and all of that. You can see that they right there. They all flooded in here. We just can't see them with the natural light right now. It ain't open until it's like that yet.
We don't got the spiritual bodies yet to really the power. From the chariots and the Most High and Yahweh Shai.
Like a quick one, real quick. Psalms 91 verse 9. It says, "Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways."
So even in that verse brother just read before, it said 10,000 on one side and 1,000 on the other side. That's going to happen. But the angels, through the spirit of Yahweh Shai, are going to keep the men of the Lord and basically give us tunnel vision. All right, to even though we see it, we don't see it. So we not, we don't have that same. It's not, we don't have that same that same mindset as these 2/3 niggas and these heathens and these Edomites.
And that shows you. That's why the scriptures say that we're gonna be in peace.
Yep.
While everybody's in total despair, they're in anguish, they're in a sorrow of mind, we're gonna be actually at peace spiritually and mentally. Bro, because we're gonna witness the power being magnified and shown. All right?
That probably be the first time we do have peace of mind, so to speak.
Yeah. We're gonna know, we're being protected because nothing evil is coming our way, even though we're gonna be, finding ourselves in the midst of certain evil situations. Yeah. There's gonna be famines happening around us, and people are gonna be dying left and right. But you gonna be the main one eating, man. So things like that is why basically the men of the Lord are not gonna lose their sanity. We're gonna be stable. And Yahweh Shai even said, in the day of your patience possess your souls. The Lord's gonna bring us through tribulation.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I think Apostle Ramla did a video how you have to, these days that we're living in, you got to learn how to rule over your spirit. You can't just just lash out at everyone. You got to just, either might cut you off, or you get into a dispute or something. You got to rule over your spirit. You got to know that, okay, let me.
Not an emotional time.
We can't be. Men of the Lord are not emotional. That scripture says, "Cry loud, spare not." All right, we can't be emotional. So while we crying out and telling you this truth about the destruction that's coming, all right. You gonna say something?
You gotta discern the times and be circumspect.
Yeah. Circumspect means to look around, know your surroundings. Go ahead, bro.
2nd Esdras chapter 16 and verse 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Hear, O ye, my beloved.
Hey, bro, read up to where it says a madman sparing none. I think it's
like around verse 69, 70, 71.
Start around 69.
69? Yep. 2nd Esdras chapter 16.
Because I want to give a background, because this is talking about the martial law, the concentration camps, the Esau coming in like a flood. Okay, go ahead, bro.
Verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you.
Those are the martial law troops that will come through that's meant to wipe the men of the Lord off the street. And they round up any of you cats that trying to play the fence, that's lukewarm, they coming to get you first. Alright?
And they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols.
Oh, that's stagnant, that's standing around bullshit, and they gonna grab you up and capture you and feed you with wicked things that you offer unto other gods.
That right there is going to be the trial of your faith.
Yep.
That's basically the hour of temptation. Because like back then, like when the Greeks, when they had us in captivity, there was certain men of the Lord who was still standing stiffly for the law. All right. And basically what they would do is they would try to bid them to a feast, or they would try to basically have them put in a position to basically denounce their higher power. So they would try to feed you with meat that it was probably offered unto idols,
kind of like Eliezer,
abomination, like Eliezer. And he even tried to bribe him, like, hey, we could get you some lawful meat, but act like it's the king's meat. And he still was like, no, I'm not gonna sell out. I'm not. He kept his integrity, man. And that's what he was honored for. So that's a trial of your faith. So a situation like that, you can liken it unto when Esau tries to put that chip in you. You're gonna have to make that choice, man. Are you gonna take the mark of the beast just for a temporary fix, or you're gonna choose to lose your life for the name of the Lord's sake?
If you don't have wisdom to know that it's only a temporary fix and not a fix all, only fix all in the world is Yahweh, man. That's it. That's the only fix all. Right? In his will. Yeah, more, right?
69. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and reproach.
Whether you consent to that chip, or in the day consent to the king's meat, or onto an idol or whatever else, the end for you is not going to be good, man.
It's going to be shameful.
Yeah.
And they're going to reproach you. You know, basically they're going to triumph over you, man. Well, this guy denounced his God. Oh, okay, I guess we got him.
Yeah.
He belonged to us.
He bowed the knee to Satan.
Yeah.
You know, to the beast.
He worshipped the image of the beast. And he just received the mark, man.
So they're going to say, okay, next, you know, they're just going to go through and try to get the men of the Lord to denounce Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Ultimately.
Because the Revelation says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation. Those people that give in, those are the ones that didn't keep the word of his patience. Right. Yahushua said, in your patience possess ye your souls. You know? Yep. The Lord, he basically prepared us for this, man. He gave us words of encouragement. Be of good cheer. In the world you shall have tribulation. But hey, I overcame the world.
Can't.
You know? There's nothing to die, man. Fear not him, which is that could kill the body, that could only kill the body. But rather fear him that could kill both the body and soul in the grave, man. Okay? Go ahead.
And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall
that's when they move in like a great flood. You know Esau got the troops. You know they got our information. They know where we live. You know they got a database where they got all our information. They got our pictures.
They know where we work. Yeah. They got files on brothers, man. So we know what time it is.
So when they come for us, they know exactly where to find us and all that.
That's why Yahushua said, "This is our king. This is my kingdom. My men will fight." We know this ain't our kingdom. So hey, when they come, hey, all right, let's go. You know,
like Yahushua. Yahushua, he chose to just be obedient to his cross.
And he would always say, "No, this is not my time." You know, all throughout the scripture.
Time coming. Yeah. Hey, when he gonna stand up and fight, we don't have to fight because he gonna stand up and fight for us when it's his time to fight.
And that's a cut to you carnal ass Israelites. That's pushing that carnal. You know, you gotta get you a weapon. You gotta get armed. Yahushua didn't have a weapon on him when he got apprehended. When they arrested Yahushua, when they abducted him, he didn't have a weapon on him. Now Peter and them had one. But when he rebuked Peter, put up thy sword. You know, he
healed the dude.
Yeah.
He raised the whole scenario and then said, "Hey, put that away, man. You gotta
But you know, I gotta have my father bring down 12 legions of angels."
He that liveth by the sword will perish with the sword.
That's right.
So we know that time is gonna come for us. But guess what? Like the scriptures say, we still gonna be in peace, man. We gonna have that care. Hey, you know when you in the interrogation room and they trying to beat the shit out you to get you to snitch or whatever they want you to do to give up information or to scare you. Hey, they gonna have us in that same predicament. You know, they gonna want to try to get answers out of us. You know, do you really believe that white people are the devil? That you're gonna put us in slavery? You know that you're gonna do this and do that? Hey. So how do you know? You watched our videos, right? Well, that's your answer.
I stand by everything I said in the video.
I'm sure you watched every video of me. You know,
the scene that I always think about with the interrogation room is The Dark Knight when they had Joker and Batman in the interrogation room. He's fucking him up because you put all your might and all your power, you got nothing to reason or bargain with. You got nothing. I don't care. Nothing you can do to me is gonna matter. What's gonna stop what's about to happen?
Yeah, because Joker had a like a trump card.
Yeah,
and so we got a trump. Yahushua.
He had two of them. If you think about it. You watch the movie.
Yahushua is our trump card. It's like, okay, do what you want to is here, but at the end of the day, we're gonna rise. You know.
And remember, all the elect are not gonna be beheaded.
Right.
All the elect are not going to die.
Bro.
It's going to be those, Yahushua said it. There will be those that stand here that shall not taste the death. So you're gonna have brothers that's gonna make it. So even when we get caught up in these perilous situations, the Lord's gonna make a way for us to escape out of it.
That's also a cut to you people that don't believe in reincarnation. The scriptures too.
Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him.
Kind.
Yeah. He's gonna lift up a standard and protect us, man. Then so Michael, the archangel, stand up to and there's gonna be holy hell going on. Well, it's gonna need a miracle, and the Most High got these miracles, angels out there to provide that miracle.
Basically, it's gonna be divine intervention.
Kind.
And that's gonna scare the shit out of these agents, these officers, these troops. You know, when they encounter us, they're gonna know, like, man, that's one of the, some of them gonna be like, man, that's one of those prophets, man.
Or like you under the guillotine and the guillotine stop right at your neck and don't cut you.
Yeah, brother say, what if it come down and break the guillotine?
Yeah.
Break the blade.
Break the blade.
And now you can get up.
That could happen,
It can happen, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Last second, huh?
Or the angel manifests.
Yep.
It comes in basically like, get up.
Hey,
Teleport you up out of there, brother, anything.
Yeah. Just pull you up. Hey, Philip.
Yeah.
When after he baptized the Ethiopian eunuch,
Kind.
the Mosai teleported him.
He was like damn near 100 miles away. If you do look at the calculations of the cities, you know.
He appeared in. He's like, how you get there? It had them teleportation. They didn't have airplanes and helicopters.
No.
It wasn't like that.
Fast travel.
And brothers got to believe that, man.
Kind.
You know.
Ecclesiasticus 4:28. Strive for the truth until death, and the Lord shall fight for thee.
Yeah. Meaning don't lose patience, man. You know. Stay faithful. You're gonna be tried. We all gonna be tried, man. Stay faithful, and the power is gonna come, man. The power is gonna come. Okay. And it's gonna. We're gonna be while this is going on. 2/3 are gonna be getting slaughtered out here.
Kind.
They're gonna be getting slaughtered, man.
They say blood up to a horse's bridle.
Yeah.
Meaning not literally, but it's going to be a lot of blood shed.
Well, that's dealing with when Yahushua comes back.
Yeah,
You know. Yeah. But prior to that, it's gonna be a lot of death in the street. Okay, a lot of rape. The women, they be protesting about being rape victims. Well, when shit hits the fan, and when it becomes anarchy,
Kind.
you ain't gonna be able to. Ain't no marching.
Kind.
Okay, ain't no going to link up with your community activists to get your word heard across the nation.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be able to go to Instagram or Twitter, all right, and promote your cause. None of that. All of that is not gonna be going on.
Cops are not going to be answering domestic calls.
Right.
This guy raped me. He's 6'3", a so-called white guy. I ain't gonna care about that shit.
I seen a story yesterday where this Jake locked himself in the car because he didn't want to have sex with his woman because it was so hot, and he went to jail. The police came and got him and said, he said that he was gonna hit me or something. He said it's too hot in this apartment and she wanna, basically have sex all the time. And they took his ass to jail. This place is wicked, man. Because he didn't want to mess with her.
Hey, it's all good. But that day is coming.
She not gonna want to when that day come.
Yeah, kind.
And it ain't gonna matter what she wants.
It's wicked, man.
She gonna get gang raped in that day.
Yeah, a woman's voice ain't gonna be heard. They ain't gonna have no rights.
Kind.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and 71. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
Hey, some of those soldiers are gonna have those chips in them.
Kind.
So they're gonna behave in a way of like a Manchurian candidate, where the government gonna be able to control their mind to basically just just kill.
They showed that in the movies, like Born.
Yeah.
They had people that they just activate and
become a drone.
Yeah.
They just program you to just kill shit.
That Black Mirror episode.
Yep.
When his chip malfunctioned, that's when he could see that they were real people and not roaches. Less than human people there was the people that they were killing, that their enemy was, that had them look all crazy, was from the chip that they had inside them. Those other people didn't take the chip.
They even showed on it's a series that deal with it. And it's like factions. I forgot.
Divergent.
Yeah, Divergent. Thwada, bro. They show that on Divergent too.
Yeah. Aside from the movies, you got Elon Musk coming out with the Neuralink. Human trials start in 2020. Man. So it's on the way, man, with that technology, with the brain implementation, and also the right hand, the left hand implementation of the chips.
And what does that technology do? What are they trying to enforce? Transhumanism. Yep. They're trying to upgrade you and make you become a superhuman, where you got advanced cognitive abilities, you got super strength.
So you got that movie Upgrade.
Yeah.
You know, and they're gonna give it to you in so many different types of avenues, devices, to wicked devices to lure you. You know, like they did, like I was just referring to the movie Upgrade. He was a quadriplegic. All of a sudden, he could, walk and the same thing. They do that with they're gonna do it with hearing people that can't see. They're gonna give them this chip and they're gonna tell them, it may help them see or hear better, give them ultra senses. But at the end of the day, it's just another device to get the chip in you and ultimately destroy you.
And here's their point of it, though. The point of them having you chip is control. It's just so they can control you.
Hey, because Esau wants to be like the Most High.
So basically that gives more insight to how the Most High is gonna have them not spare nobody. When that insurrection begins, they're not gonna have any emotions because they're gonna be connected to the devices, man.
That's why they're gonna be like madmen, sparing none. They're not gonna have the human emotion in them. That's the difference with robots and humans.
The Terminator.
Yeah, but he can't be bargained with, can't be reasoned with. He doesn't feel fear or pity
or remorse,
or pain or remorse.
They said,
and he absolutely will not stop until you are dead.
And it's gonna be actual robots.
Yeah. There will be actual robots as well.
He said, John Connor asked him, we asked him what crying was. Because he didn't have no emotion. He was just in the second one, in the first one, he really was a killer machine. In the second one, he was kind of reserved because he told him not to kill. But
what are you doing?
Yeah.
He was like, nothing. Is that what they call crying?
Yeah.
He was like, forget about it. He was like, no, I've never seen that before. Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, because these I would say agents, what are they called? These soldiers, they're not gonna have emotions. A lot of these soldiers are foreign soldiers. All right, so they come from Europe, different parts of the air, these Gurkha troops. So they're gonna see what's going on back in their countries. The anarchy, the race riots, all the commotion, the calamities. They're gonna want to get back over to their families, so they're gonna do whatever they can over here to kill, to basically try to accomplish their mission and effort to get back. But at the end of the day, they ain't going back.
As well as looking at the carefree nature of you decadent ass Americans, man. You crybaby ass Americans, spoiled brats.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, man, they don't know pain.
They don't think that they ain't gonna rape a bunch of you women because they ain't gonna be having a box for however long they here.
They're on the stress.
Yep. Let me read this real quick. This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and start at 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there be a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who imposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he is as the Most High.
God.
Okay. So that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
Yeah, he really believes he's in that position as God on the earth. Like even in the heavens, he really believes that because of the control and everything that he has. And that's why the Most High has to throw this man down. Okay? With all this technology and his marking beast, Neuralink and all those other technologies is really the manifestation of him on earth trying to make himself into the Most High with that type of control.
Yes, definitely right.
I got something for when I don't know who read it. When I think this brother read it. He shall lift up a standard. The enemy shall come in like a flood. He shall lift up a standard. This is Isaiah 41 and verse 10. It says, Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Yahweh Shai, man. It says, Behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish. Thou shalt see them and shalt not find them, even them that contended with thee. They that war against thee shall be as nothing, and as a thing of naught. Okay?
And some of you 2/3 of Israelites are going to war against you, along with the heathen that are already reputed as nothing.
There's nothing new under the sun. Anytime we was brought down, you always had wicked Israelites that sold us out and conspired with the other side, man. Even during the time of the besiege of Jerusalem.
They said many consented. Many Israelites consented to the king's command.
Wicked men. It says, For I, the Lord thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, Fear not, I will help. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel.
Hey, when you look at the analogy of a worm as a man, is helpless, man. Because we're helpless without the Most High. We're at the discretion of Yahweh, man. Okay, and He still looked out for us.
Yeah.
All right. Because if you can, how many ways you can squash a worm with your hand? That's how insignificant a worm truly is.
So what's a worm's protection? To dig deep down in the soil. The further it goes in the soil, the more protected it becomes. You know, which is like us. You know, the deeper we get into the word, the more frequent we're doing what we're supposed to do, the Most High, he builds us up more.
He protects us with His wisdom, really. Right. And His Spirit.
It says, Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. I should read the next verse. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument, having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and thou shalt make the hills as chaff.
They will be willing in the day of thy power. When we receive that power, He's going to make us a new threshing instrument. Okay? Give us those glorified bodies, man. To really push the righteousness, but also to in a warrior sense, be able to do the things that He needs to get done out of His servant Jacob.
Man, we're going to have the power to actually fight off those super soldiers. You know? We're going to be able to run through
to fight us. We're going to run through them still.
Yep. I got to preach real quick. When the Lord upgrades us, because Esau, he does everything. He tries to do everything the Most High does, but on the left hand, he mimics the Most High. But when the Most High upgrades His elect, we're gonna have basically the elect are gonna have their way with these nations, man. We're gonna have the ability to do it. Okay? A tank ain't gonna be nothing to you. A helicopter, you know, those Black Hawks. Okay, them drones, fighter jets, everything that Esau has in his arsenal is going to be nothing to his men.
Yeah, movies like X-Men.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, X-Men. You know, they coons and shit. You know, begging the white man and shit. No, we ain't gonna be like that. We gonna be like
Brightburn.
Brightburn, man. You know, with all kinds of power, man. Manipulate the elements. Just think about all your X-Men characters rolling into one being, man. You know, it's gonna be
a bunch of those one beings.
Yeah, it's gonna be
144,000 of those one beings.
Yeah, it's gonna be 144,000.
I had to preach real quick.
You know, like Phoenix, man. That's my favorite X-Men. You know, but you know, made it Phoenix, man, it's unstoppable, man. You can't stop Phoenix, man. You know, it'll be 144,000 Phoenix. Esau can't stop that. These other nations can't stop that. That's how it's gonna be, man. That's how they gonna go into slavery, man. You know, that's how they gonna, destroy their weapons and go back farming the land and be slaves.
It's the only way.
They gonna be fearful, man.
That's the only
gods upon earth. So.
That's the only way Esau is gonna be able to go down. Because the power that he has now, hey.
It continue with thought that his kingdom his house will continue forever.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the Most High gave him the power that he has right now. We don't have that kind of power. The Lord's gonna have to give us the power to take this man down.
And he's also gonna strip the power from him. You know? He ain't gonna fight himself. He's gonna switch sides. But it was fair.
Somebody get a Revelation. I want to say it's somebody get Revelation 11.
Let me read this real quick. It's Joshua 1:9. Have not I commanded thee, be strong and of good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord thy power is with thee whithersoever thou goest.
You gotta believe that, man. You gotta call on him. So you know where you at. You know what I mean? Hey. You know, I'm Most High. I'm here. I'm still your servant. I'm still working. I'm still calling on you. I still need you. You know, I always need you, and so on and so forth. So he understands. Okay, he's doing things in fear of me. You know, and he's calling upon me for help, and I'm gonna answer.
Start at 3.
You got something else?
You had a quick pre.
No, you have to finish that in second.
I got a question.
16.
Verse 72, 2nd Esdras 16. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same.
And we're reading about that. The Lord's going to lift up a standard. He's going to show his power. Just like ancient Egypt. Okay? How is it going to be known that those are his chosen? Because the Most High is going to show himself. The Lord said, touch not my anointed, and do none of my prophets no harm. Okay? When this devil try to make his move, the Most High gonna make his. All right?
He makes his with power.
Yeah.
He makes his moves with power. Now everybody's on notice when he makes his moves. Okay?
Physical action.
For all you niggas that's scared of what Esau got, what Esau do, death to you, man. Y'all worried about what this white man can do and you treat him like he's all powerful. You ain't seen all power yet. You gonna see all power when the Most High comes. When he sends Yahweh Shai back. That's when you really gonna know. And that same all power is given unto his servants, man. Yep. That's when you gonna see what all power is truly all about. This man has nothing. It pales in comparison, no pun intended. It pales in comparison to the power of Yahweh Shai.
Revelations 11:3. And I will give power unto my 2 witnesses.
Those 2 witnesses are both kingdoms, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom of the Israelites. The Negro, Latino, Native Americans comprised of both all 12 tribes.
And they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth. And those like it. These are the 2 olive trees and the 2 candlesticks standing before the Most High of the earth. And if any man will hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth and devoureth their enemies. And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed.
So the Lord's saying that he's going to give his prophets power. They're going to have power, man. You know? Elijah, he demonstrated the power. Elisha, he demonstrated the power. Moses, he demonstrated the power. King David, he demonstrated the power.
Samson.
You know? That's the abilities that the elect are gonna have, man. Okay? Those are the same men whose names are written in heaven. You know, and guess what? Yahweh Shai said, power is given to me in heaven and on earth. I will be with you until the end. So in the end, Yahweh Shai is going, he's going to give his men the power, man. Okay? That's what we're waiting on right now. What we're doing right now is a form of the power. But it's gonna, that's the first level of it, man.
Hey, and this is the most important level. That you have the understanding of why you need that power. Okay? If you don't know the wisdom in this book, you don't know why you're gonna need it. And I can't give it to you if you ain't read the instructions on how to use it.
Zechariah chapter 12 verse 8. In that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as the power. And
as a God. The Lord's going to eventually restore us back to being gods on the earth again, the Allahayim.
Right.
As the angel of the Lord before them.
As an angel. You can read in the scriptures the abilities of what the angels can do.
We don't have the abilities of both realms.
Like the angels now, because the angel is message. Give you this message, give you this truth.
So be louder.
Let's give you this message, give you this truth, you know. I had a pretty good Zechariah 2 and 8. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory have he sent me unto the nations which spoil you, for he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye.
Yeah, that's what pissed the Most High off, man.
Yeah. And they
touched not my anointed. Right?
Yep.
Do my prophets no harm? Hey, but they got their hands all over us, man. A very aggressive and destructive way. We gotta pay for that. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Yeah, because the elites, the elite Edomites in this world, they know who the Israelites are. Yeah. That's why they do harmful things to us, man. That's why they, try to kill us, try to wipe us out as being a nation. Right? They know who. You simple ass Americans don't know nothing. So we're basically, we're condemning you dumbass Americans, but you ain't gonna get it. We're actually condemning you elites, man. Because you elites understand what we're talking about.
Yeah? And that's why you know that this is something serious. Right? The words that we speak are the truth. Because we on point to the prophecies of everything that you got, all your agendas that you pushing. You thinking you came up with that by yourself. We're showing you that it's the prophecy of the Heavenly Father, and then what happens after you try to fulfill those plans. Let me give it this right quick.
Hey, many of their counsels is about us. Yeah. Many of those secret counsels about how could we stop them.
Guys.
But it's like, if you know the scriptures, you know that there is no stopping it. You already know the prophecies. The moment you make it, and that's why they're so hesitant to really make their move on us, man. Yeah. We've been cussing them out for years now, and they know we're right on everything we're saying. They especially the apostles, man. They terrified when they hear the apostles, bring the truth out, man. Them dudes, them the ringleaders right there, But no, it ain't that they're the ringleaders. It's the Lord used them to wake up the other elect of the prophets. So the elect are being built. We're being revived, and we're being restored back to our order. And what you seeing is starting to scare the shit out of you, man. So you want something done about that? Well, let's figure out a way to silence them. Let's take their videos off of YouTube. Let's take their channels down. Let's suspend their accounts. Let's have the police mess with them every once in a while. Let's kick them off of their campsites. Wherever brothers are preaching that, let's create some type of unrighteous decree so that they can remove, and leave the block, because they're being a disturbance to society,
And it's funny because we got both angles locked up. Okay, you wanna take us off the street? Go ahead and start the family of the word. Now the shit gotta hit the fan now. You ready for that? You ready for that next level?
Things gonna happen.
We wait, and just like Iran is waiting on you, the men of the Lord are waiting on you too. Make your move. You got the ball is in your court right now, Esau. You gotta make a move. So for the next thing to happen, it's up to you to make that move.
The only thing that's gonna make Esau make that move is more and more truth coming out.
Yep.
Like shit that Esau never thought would get out. When that truth starts to really hit the fan, and people begin to take heed, and like, yo, that makes sense.
It's starting to happen.
Yeah, it's starting to happen. Oh, like if some big truth came out about 9/11. Or something that Esau.
Moon landing, bro.
Yeah.
Moon landing is the newest topic right now. Because yesterday was
it's the anniversary.
The anniversary of the so-called moon landing. That was a bunch of BS, man.
Because there's so many facts are coming out, and people put into perspective, like, damn, the wind, there ain't no air up in the moon for a flag to be. Where's the shadow coming from? Right. Elder Malcolm said, we know that the moon has its own light. So how can we be standing on the moon? When it's an energy, it's a power. It's lit, it's self-lit, right? So these really is truth that's coming out, and that's what's gonna make Esau, come down. Because if they think they're backing us in the corner, Esau's being backed in the corner.
Exactly. Because now it's damage control.
Yeah.
Now he's got to hurry up and try to push his propaganda back out, so he'll have some information come out to back the lie that he's been telling for all these decades. And now because of that, it still don't mean the people ain't clicking on the other stuff.
Yeah.
But they're trying to reorganize the way YouTube is ran and the internet is ran to where you can't dig up all the dirt on him, but you run right into their avenues and their channels.
Yeah.
To hear that lie.
Esau does a real big, like I want to say probably every month they do a sweep of YouTube to take down what they deem fake news, conspiracy. They do a sweep of YouTube because Esau doesn't want to close it down because they make money off of it. But at the same time, they want to
push their propaganda.
Yeah, they want to monitor it and see, make sure they tell half truths. Yeah. Like they've been doing for so long. But the full truth is coming to fruition. You had an article or something?
I had
Okay, go ahead.
It's Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 10. For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and make it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater.
And everything that's happening is happening for the major purpose of the Yahweh Shalom. No matter what you do, whether you move on the elect, whether you start martial law, no matter what your agenda is, it's all working in contingent. The truth and the will of the Yahweh Shalom.
Item 4, verse 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent it.
So hey, this word is the truth is going out. And like we were just saying, that's going to back Esau into a corner where he's going to, like we said at the start, people are going to look for answers. They want answers. They're going to know that they've been lied to all this time, and they're going to rebel. Well, shit, why should we believe you, Esau? You've been lying to us all this time. No, we ain't going to pay our taxes. No, we're not going to do this. No, we're going to, they're going to want to take, they're going to really want to take the government back, from you Edomites. But, that's going to be a part of the destruction. That's part of the end time prophecies that must come to pass. Go ahead.
Job chapter 5, verse 12. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
Yeah, you thought you was being wise by coming up with all these devices to market the beast, to control everybody, the different avenues of things that's
the internet to monitor everyone.
The cloud.
Yeah.
Thinking you're gonna go to Mars in 2024 or some shit?
26 or something like whatever it is.
2042 or whatever.
Can't get to the moon.
Yeah, you ain't got. Come on, you
Hey,
know how
NASA,
Esau think, bro. If he been to the moon, how come he ain't been back? We should have a resort on the moon by now.
With all the technology they have now.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
There should be
an
embassy
Come
up
on.
there.
Yeah. Come on, man.
and they know they can't pass that Van Allen radiation.
Bro, that's actually a fence.
Yeah.
That's how I put around the Earth.
Those are those bounds that he can't pass.
Bro, NASA exposed years ago, which I wonder if they remember what they put out there. But they actually, one of their directors basically pretty much admitted that there is space radiation that protect us from going up there.
Yeah.
All that radiation from the sun, it won't allow us to go up there. Okay, they actually admitted to that. It won't allow us to go so far into past the stratosphere.
Yeah, you got ionosphere, stratosphere. You got different levels of spheres. Above the Earth.
Different layers.
That's like layers of the Earth. Like you got the core, the inner core,
The mantle.
the mantle.
Real quick, this is from NASA, right? This is based on a video. One of the brothers posted it on the app, right? It says, space radiation, NASA protects its superheroes from space weather. It says it's not a bird or a plane, but it might be a solar storm. We like to think of astronauts as our superheroes, but the reality is astronauts are not built like superhuman who gain strength from the sun. You got to be extraterrestrial to be able to do stuff like that. And that's the abilities that, see, they want what we finna get, right? It says,
they know we finna get, they read the same book we read.
The elites. It says, in fact, much of the energy radiated from the sun is harmful to us mere mortals.
Hey, especially you Edomites, man. Like Jake, we in chains of darkness. We weak right now, but you Edomites are even weak. Y'all can't go outside on an overcast day without getting another level of UVB ray cancer.
Yeah, you don't have the melanin.
You don't have it, man.
You know? It says,
And that was something that the Most High gave us to protect us. Even though the Northern Kingdom's lighter, they still have it. You know?
Yeah, everybody got it. He's Edomite, man.
Yeah.
He the only one that ain't got it. So he's not meant to be on this planet like that. He's meant to be exterminated. The world is set up to destroy him after so long. He's not human. He's not a man of color, right?
it says, outside Earth's protective magnetic field and atmosphere, the ionizing radiation in space will pose a serious risk to astronauts as they travel to Mars. High energy galactic cosmic rays, which are remnants of supernovas and solar storms, like solar particle events and coronal mass ejections from the sun, can cause harm to the body and spacecraft. These are all components of space weather.
And that Superman Returns, if you remember in that movie, they had him real weak, and what did he have to do to get his strength? He had to fly up by the sun. You got the sun rays, you see him do that, you can see start feeling it a little bit, you see the skin warm up, and then with the limit time. He flew down fast because his pops told him in the old Superman movies, Earth's sun will give you power. So the Kryptonian sun takes your power from you. Kryptonian red sun takes your power, but Earth's sun gives you more invincibility power. That's why they sent Superman to this place. But that's an analogy for the elect, man, for the Israelites. The Superman analogy. Okay?
1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 39. All flesh is not the same flesh. There is one kind of flesh of men, another flesh of beasts, another of fishes, and another of birds. There are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial. But
Which is one is earthly and the other is heavenly. It's made up of basically heavenly matter, heavenly energy, pure fire, man. Okay, a burning spirit, and that's basically what we are. We just spirits in the material world, like as in the words of the police. Okay, all of us we're spirits, and the Lord's gonna basically give us bodies that actually
contain the power.
Contain,
and work with the power.
Exactly. Because basically these bodies holds the power down, man.
Yeah.
It suppresses the power, man. You know? The food that we put in our body that's fucking up with our brain, stuff, man. We that's why we don't use 100% of our brain. Nope. Go ahead.
But the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is another. There is one glory of the sun, and another glory of the moon, and another glory of the stars.
Their own separate purposes, their own separate light, if you will.
They probably have their own different levels or different measures of heat.
Yeah.
You know, one body of energy is brighter and hotter than the other. You know, it's used for specific purposes. You know, go ahead.
And another glory of the stars, for one star differeth from another star in glory.
This is exactly what I was
So also is the resurrection of the dead. It is sown in corruption, and it is raised in corruption. It is sown.
They can't. The body that the men of the Lord are going to be raised with is going to be non-perishable. It won't be able to break down. It won't be able to deteriorate. It will not be able to get sick. It will not be susceptible to any diseases. So we'll be able to have the abilities, if we wanted to go up to past the radiation belt. All right, go up to another planet. That's the body that the Lord is talking about. He's describing that, man.
Yeah, for example, if you seen that movie Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and one scene in the movie, Kurt Russell, he was riding on his chariot and shit, and he was out, you know, he didn't have no space suit on or nothing. You know, he was just riding on his chariot, man. You know, when I seen that, I was like, damn, man, they got it straight from the scriptures, man.
Yeah. Hey, the angels, they don't have space suits.
Yeah, they don't have space suits.
They don't have those masks.
Yeah. The oxygen mask.
Oxygen. They don't need that.
They don't need protection from, you know, the elements.
Yeah.
They control the elements.
Exactly, man. Esau's terrified at understanding that there are beings that have that
Power.
that kind of power, man.
Hey, just like Esau uses the word to demonize the terrorists over there, right? That word terrorists, Iranians and Iraqi and all that. They use insurgents and words like that, little buzzwords that automatically put a negative tone on it. Same thing he does with us. Same thing he does with that power. He calls them UFOs and aliens and all these negative terms, so you won't feel a certain way about it. So you won't put yourself into that same position as those angels who they're really talking about, as those chariots of the Most High, which are the vehicles that they're really talking about, not a UFO.
Yeah.
You have these buzzwords that leave a negative stain on your brain when you think about it. Okay? So when it comes time to when we look up and see, oh, our salvation draws nigh, the rest of you that don't know go, oh my God, aliens are invading us, kill them.
Yeah.
You know, do something about it.
A lot of Christians teach that the angels and the UFOs, so-called UFOs, the chariots, that they're actually demons.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that they're the Nephilim and
Yeah, the fallen angels.
all this bullshit.
Come on, bro.
It's ridiculous, man.
Verse 43, it is sown in dishonor, it is raised in glory. It is sown in weakness, and it is raised in power.
Man, and he that is feeble among you
Shall be
as a power, man. As an angel. Okay? And remember when Yahweh Shai was on the earth, you know, he was considered the first Adam, but once he was raised up, that same Adam, he was a quickening spirit. All right? He was the Lord from heaven. And that's the same power that's going to come back to basically cook a heavenly foot, you know, sideways, diagonally, 360 angle, foot right all off in Esau's ass, man. You know, that power is coming for you, man. And then that same power is going to grant the men that you're going to try to ride on. He going to give them that same power. What the fuck you going to do? What you gonna do, nigga? Y'all terrified, man. You elites, you Rothschilds, y'all terrified, man. Y'all terrified at that, man. The directors keep warning you and warning you in their movies, man. That's why y'all trying to come with this whole transhumanism shit, man. You want to try to be equal with the power. You can't do it.
And the brother's reading.
You can't do it.
As the brother's reading, the power is not of this earth. You only got the power of the earth.
Okay.
The power that the Most High has is not of the earth.
Yep. Go ahead, Al.
Verse 44, it is sown a natural body, it is raised a spiritual body. There is a natural body and there is a spiritual body. And so it is written, the first man Adam was made a living soul, and the last Adam was made a quickening spirit. Howbeit there was not first which is spiritual, but that which is natural, and afterward that which is spiritual. The first man is of the earthy. The second man is the Lord from heaven.
When he come back, he's coming back in that transfigured power. Okay?
When I meet thee as a man.
Okay.
You see where we go?
Somebody get 1 John 3.
As is the earthly, such are they also that are earthly, and as is the heavenly, such are they also that are heavenly. And as we have borne the image of the earthly, we shall also bear the image of the heavenly.
So that means that the elect, or the first fruits, these men are going to be upgraded to such a level that they're going to have a celestial nature about them. The scriptures talk about how the men of the Lord are going to have a glow.
Yep.
Where everywhere you're going to know an Israelite from just the glow that they got. Okay? That's how you're going to know. That's that celestial nature. But the Lord's going to merge the two. Because we're going to still have the form of men. We're going to look like men.
Yeah, we're gonna eat. We're gonna
eat. We're going to be able to enjoy the glory of the terrestrial, but still have the glory of the celestial, man.
Verse 50. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Neither does corruption inherit incorruption.
Yeah, these bodies are corrupted, man. They're changed to dirt. They're corrupted.
These bodies
They
only
die.
make
They're decay. Yeah. You know?
And these bodies are prone to evil.
Yeah. The flesh in his body is prone to do the wickedness not according to the spirit.
Any self-destructive habit that you have, that comes from this death trap, this body. We gotta shed that off in order to become fully immortalized. Okay, we gotta shed this shit off, man.
Okay.
You know, our urges, our fleshly desires. You know, our bodies have us going off. We gotta be stripped from that, man.
How powerful of a trial is that we have to, while in the flesh, we have to put off the flesh. While in it. Isn't that heavy?
Yeah.
To think about that? But then you can handle that. Well, go, let me give you a body where you ain't gotta worry about that. Now you can really let the spirit guide you without making fleshly type decisions with your spirit.
That's right, man. Is there more?
Verse 51, behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. You know,
The dead is going to come up with incorruptible bodies. The elect will be changed to have incorruptible bodies.
That's at the point when the elect are raised, basically beamed up or abducted into the chariots, man. People call UFOs. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. Yeah, so you know the elect, you know, the first to be immortal. Mortal means die. Immortal means not die. Right? So the elect is going to be immortals. Initially, all Israel is going to be immortals. You know, when the 2/3 come back through the elect's lines.
And what makes us immortal, or what will make us immortal? Righteousness. We will no longer have the nature of sin on us anymore. That's that very same nature that we inhabited or inherited, listening to the damn serpent, going back to the garden, which was what contributed to lowering our estate when we were once immortal men. We're gonna basically that's gonna be put off. We're no longer gonna have that ability to sin, and that goes into the second covenant.
Yeah, Hebrews 8.
Hebrews 8th chapter, man. Okay, hey, the Lord basically gonna put the law, statute, commandments in our spirit, and it's gonna work simultaneously with those bodies, man. And so we're gonna be superhero priests.
Kings and priests.
In a rulership position of king.
This is Psalms chapter 82 and verse 6. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
And we're his sons in the flesh, but we're gonna become literally like gods when that change happens. All right, I'll call for 1 John 3 if somebody can get that.
What verse?
1 John 3 and start at 1.
Behold, what manner of love the Father. Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us.
Where you at?
1 John 3 and 1.
Oh yeah, so like keep going.
Here?
Yeah.
At the top.
Yeah.
1 John 3 and 1. Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of the living power. Therefore, the world knoweth us not, because they knew him not.
Yeah, the world though. Hey, the world. See, that's why they look at the men of the Lord with disdain, because they truly don't know who they are. Like you guys are just some, regular, ordinary men, which really, in the flesh, we are regular, ordinary men. We have lust, we have habits, we're not perfect. We're mortal just like you. We sin just like you. But the men of the Lord are actually different. And right now, you can't tell who those men are, but eventually you will get to see who the sons of the power is. Okay? You're going to witness that. Right now, the sons of the Most High, they're just regular mortal men trying to seek salvation.
And that's the difference. We're trying versus nobody else is trying.
Go ahead, Bob.
Verse 2. Beloved, now are we the sons of the Most High, and it does not yet appear what we shall be.
It not yet appear that what we shall be. Meaning we're still in the terrestrial, we still hold these death traps, man, the change in darkness. Okay? We still look like regular men. Okay? We don't have a lot of strength, right?
Yeah, we don't have a lot of endurance and
I was tired.
No matter how much we train or whatever we do, we're still going to get tired.
You can do 1,000 push-ups and there ain't nothing.
Hey, LeBron James looks like the most unbelievable human specimen right now. This dude's showing his body, showing his age. He's showing that he ain't invincible. His endurance is starting to wear thin. His age is starting to show. Anyway, the Hall of Famers would always say there's one undefeated person and one thing that's undefeated, no matter what, it's Father Time. With these bodies, Father Time is always going to take his toll, no matter what you once were. Well, we get into those glorified bodies, Father Time ain't got, the Heavenly Father is going to have Father Time not even be a mention of what we're going to have to deal with. Time is just going to go on and we're going to be fresh.
That's right, man.
Earth for body forever.
Beloved, now are we the sons of the Most High, and it does not yet appear what we shall be, but we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is.
Yeah. So when he appears, we're gonna appear just like he is. He's coming back angelic. Guess what? When he raised us, we're gonna become angelic, man. You know? And right now, we can't see that, you know? We still dealing in the flesh, man. We still getting sick. Brother still gotta drink tea, take herbs, exercise. We ain't gonna have to do none of that in the kingdom, man. We ain't gonna have to do no cardio and reps and, you know.
Gotta take creatine.
Gotta watch your calorie intake. Yeah, man.
Multivitamins.
Worry about eating GMOs.
Hey, brother, eat more fiber. Ain't gonna be none of that shit, man. Eat your leafy greens.
Say your iron low.
Yeah, you can get some more zinc, brother. Testosterone low and shit, man. You can't even, you know, that's man, bro.
God, bro.
You know, like you should have the strength. And I don't mean to be graphic, but you should have the strength to when you dealing with your woman, man. You should be able to like stand up against every damn thing. Like you should be able to like just like
knock it out.
Like not like you shouldn't have no problems.
Knock it out the park.
You shouldn't have a noodle problem. You shouldn't have a gummy worm. You shouldn't that shouldn't happen to you, man. Erectile dysfunction, man. Hey, brothers be talking about, you know, hey man, you take that tongue out, take that matcha, that yohimbe. You shouldn't need none of that, man. These bodies is white, man. That's why our women be, you know, these women be complaining and shit. Hey, the bodies that we gonna get ain't no complaints. They ain't thinking about no other rod, man.
They gonna be like, man, he punished me last time. Like it's gonna be like a punishment. A pleasurable punishment.
Good punishment.
Damn, I need to recuperate for a little while. By the time I won't ride again, he'll be ran through the other women. And he come back around to me. Well, I need some time.
Hey, but you
other women, I can't do 2 days.
Well, by that time, she gonna be
2 rounds.
She gonna be pregnant with your. Because we ain't gonna be wearing no rubbers.
Yeah, kind.
What is that?
What is that? We're gonna be every time we lay down, we laying seed.
What's that?
Evil devices.
The pill after? Or what is that?
Morning after.
Yeah,
Plan B.
that shit, man. Those were all devices of the devil.
Kind, bro.
Contraception, you know, birth control, all that shit. That was
tying the tubes.
That was all to basically cut off us multiplying.
Kind.
Vasectomies.
Yeah.
That's like cutting off.
Imagine a man.
That's cutting your rod off, man. Cutting your privy member off. You know that the even one thing Esau got right is your sexual organs are reproductive organs. They're there to reproduce, to multiply. And Esau, when you as a woman and as a man, if you get rid of those, you're not a woman. You're not a man no more. Really, you're useless. You're useless.
And another thing, when a man releases his sperm, you basically releasing a part of your spirit.
Okay.
That's why you lose energy every time that happens. In the kingdom, you think we're gonna be getting tired? We're gonna be knocking them down as long as we want to. You're gonna be able to keep it up the whole entire time.
You have control over it. You have control over it.
Hey, we men up here, man. We can keep it. We can keep it 1,000. Okay. And we just going into the glory of the bodies that we gonna get, man. You know, that's something worth fighting for, man.
Let alone.
That's gonna be a beautiful thing. But we gonna have to knock down these women because 2/3 are gonna be destroyed.
Yeah,
it's the son of the seed, man.
You gotta bring back the nation.
Somebody get that, man. Somebody get
Hosea.
not Hosea. There's one in Ezekiel the 36th chapter, but it says a little one shall be as a thousand. And we gotta regenerate. Hey, because what did the Lord tell Noah after the earth got flooded out? Be fruitful and multiply. We're gonna have to do that because the majority of our people, they're gonna be wiped out, man. And how we gonna do that in these kind of bodies?
Right, we ain't got. I gotta go work. I'm tired. My wife.
Sometimes after one session, it's like, all right. Sometimes you might go a second round or whatever, but after that, you done. You going to sleep. She finna go to sleep. Like that's it.
I might call it the work
Full of muscle.
You ain't even got time for that shit.
What's funny is Jake, y'all think y'all slick, man. Drinking up all them spirits, man. Hennessy and all of that. Those are all devices. You shouldn't need that.
You shouldn't need that,
Shouldn't
man.
need that,
Trying to
man.
get on the weed and shit.
Yeah, man. Trying to get all hyped up, watching porn and whatever else you do. You shouldn't need all of that, man.
In the kingdom, everything is gonna be pure. Everything is gonna work perfectly, man. You ain't gonna need none of that shit. Sex is gonna go back to its rightful order for its intended purpose, which was really to produce.
Hey, and for you women, getting pregnant ain't gonna be a sad thing no more. Y'all gonna enjoy it. Y'all, the body that you have is gonna be a pleasurable thing. Like passing a monster, talking about a big turd, but passing like a bad movie, man. It's gonna be the same way. Like you gonna feel
It'll take
better.
away that curse that he gave to Eve. That when you yes, yeah.
And it won't be constipation.
You know what I'm talking about?
It's what Isaiah 60 and 22.
36 and 8. It's Ezekiel 36 and 8. But ye, O mountain of Israel, ye shall shoot forth your branches and yield your fruit to my people.
Start up at like 6
times. This is Ezekiel 36 and verse 6. Prophesy therefore concerning the land of Israel, and say unto the mountains and to the hills, to the rivers and to the valleys, thus saith the Lord power.
About the land of Israel. This is after the Lord gets rid of the synagogue of Satan.
Behold, I have spoken in my jealousy and in my fury, because ye have borne the shame of the heathen.
Yeah, there's so many damn rats over there, man, just polluting and destroying and doing whatever the hell they want to the land that's supposed to be flowing with milk and honey, man. Okay? The real people, the real inhabitants are not in the land. There's too many devils over there. So right now the land is bearing the shame of those devils, man. All right, but hey, when the Lord clears them out, you know, when He uses Russia and Iran to clear them out, we're gonna be brought back to the land. Okay, go ahead.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord, power, I have lifted up my hand. Surely the heathen that are about you, they shall bear their shame. But ye, O mountain of Israel, ye shall shoot forth your branches and yield your fruit to my people of Israel. For they are at hand to come. Behold,
they are at hand to come. And these devils tried to just not too long ago. They tried to say that it was hundreds of Jews that came back to the land, so it was a biblical prophecy. Every time a group of Amalekites somehow, some way they migrate over to the land of Israel, they always want to push the prophecy fulfilled propaganda. You know,
when did Isaiah 14:1 said, I will deliver you, I will put you in the land. All right, you can't deliver yourself. Verse 9, for behold, I am for you, and I will turn unto you, and ye shall be tilled and sowed. And I will multiply men upon you, all the house of Israel, even all of it.
Even all of it. Meaning what? The Lord's going to multiply that seed.
And the cities shall be inhabited, and the waste shall be built.
Where verse you at?
Actually, Slakia. Let me read that again. And I will multiply men upon you, all the house of Israel, even all of it, and the cities shall be inhabited, and the waste shall be built, and I will multiply upon you man and beast, and they shall increase and bring fruit, and I will settle you, and I will settle you after
they shall bring forth fruit.
And I will settle you after your old estate. And I will do better, meaning how we were in the ancient world. Just like, and will do better unto you than at your beginning, and ye shall know.
How is it going to be better? Because we're going to have those technological written in us, and the glorified bodies to go along with it.
Exactly.
And ye shall know that I am the Lord.
Because Adam had a high level body that could live 1,000 years, but the righteousness wouldn't allow, the lack of righteousness, should I say, wouldn't allow that. But now we're gonna have it written in us to where we're gonna live that 1,000. Okay, that whole age. Okay.
Enjoy the next 30 minutes of uninterrupted listening.
So I mean, just think about it. If we're gonna be living forever, there's gonna be so many births that we have to keep bringing spirits to the earth.
Man. Sand of the sea, man. You just go to one beach out here. You couldn't count. I mean, California.
You couldn't pick
count
the handful.
A fucking cup, a measuring cup. You couldn't keep.
This nigga's everywhere, man. You go anywhere on the planet Earth where you think a nigga ain't at, he's there. Or you might, or it's a possibility that you might run into a confusion of face. Somewhere where Jake done laid his dick somewhere and brought forth a seed, man. You know? Hey, Jake done laid his dick on every soil of the earth, man.
They act like it's Pangea. They can just walk to these places. How do they make you well like this?
Yeah, man.
I got something. Isaiah chapter 4, verse 2. In that day shall the branch of the Lord, Yahweh, be beautiful.
You gotta start out one, bro.
Yeah.
How could you
gonna say that?
How could you?
Isaiah 4:1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man.
Hey, and that's proven fact. Because they even do a census on the populations of by gender, and it's
vastly outnumbered men.
It's statistical. We're outnumbered to women 7 to 1.
So it shows you, man.
And there's the Bible saying it, man. The Bible backs that up, man. These women are so selfish here in Babylon. Like, you cheat on me with another woman. Like, you think it's only one of you? There's many of you. The ones that are without, what the fuck they gonna do? They supposed to stay without because you got it.
It's really unfair on us, you know. Because it's suppressing your masculinity.
We just following the commandment. The Most High said, "Be you fruitful and multiply." We can't multiply with just one woman.
There's actually niggas that, you know, just want one wife.
Yeah.
Even in the kingdom. Even in the kingdom, you got a Jake that only want one wife.
I don't just want one on this side. When they ain't got all the oppression that come along with it on this side.
Boy.
Man, y'all tripping, bro.
Crazy.
How could you? Hey, Eddie Murphy Road joke. That's just a regular old cracker. Yeah, nobody want to deal with the cracker. I need some cheese. I need some cold cuts on my cracker. Like, man, I need variety of stuff, man. Salties, multi-grain. I want variety.
I don't even want no cracker, bro.
Variety is the spice of life. Right. Isaiah 4:1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Because in the ancient world, men were supposed to provide those things for his wife. But in this day and age, you know, from this point on, you're not going to have to worry about that. In the kingdom of heaven, it's going to be automatically taken care of because we're going to be kings living a kingly life. With all types of wealth in the world.
Plus, we're going to have power. That's the number one thing that attracts women to men is the power. We're gonna have that, so it's gonna be them women. They gonna be wanting to share. They gonna be like, hey, this is a god, right? Like, what you know?
We had the power.
You see how these women? You see how these women are with men that got substance. Men that are they multi-millionaires. Them women really don't complain when they deal with the same men. The top 20 dudes are basically juggling 80% of the women.
The soccer player Ronaldinho is
in Brazil.
Ronaldinho, he got multiple wives, and it's all right.
Darren Brazilian.
That
dude was Darren Brazilian on the IG, man. He got about 10, 12 bitches.
With the beard?
Yeah. Hey, none of them women are complaining. They're not jealous of each other, none of that shit. They're enjoying the inheritance. They're being taken care of, man. That's ultimately, that's the problem. Women, when they get that jealousy spirit, really, this is more of a if you don't have power, you really don't deserve to have more than one woman. That's how they really treat the situation. If you was in a better circumstance, I wouldn't trip. But if you like a regular lame ass dude, then you better not. Especially since in this society I'm elevated and more valued than you. You better not think of another woman. I'm the prize right now. When the Lord said I will make a man more precious than fine gold. When we become the prize, our value, that's when women gonna be like, no. It's gonna basically the tables are gonna be turned. Yeah.
And it's funny because always the woman that you ain't choosing, and a good man or a man of substance hasn't chosen, that's gonna be in the ear of the one that is chosen to talk her out of it. And you still that women fall for. People looking at me weird because you and your other woman and your other woman and your other whatever else. As the scenarios you read this stuff online, you know you can see the scenario play out.
Yeah, that's scripture.
Like,
a lot of you chicks, y'all even know that y'all side pieces, man. So how much more when you got to get in line to the men of the Lord? You ain't gonna have nothing to say.
They be willing to do it as long as they get that money.
No,
You know?
as long as they can come up with their hypergamous nature, that's it. You know. Let Floyd go broke, and all them hoes that he got, they leaving. They going to the next. They going to Deontay Wilder. They gonna be twerking in his spot.
Remember when he went to jail? Remember
Miss Jackson?
Miss Jackson. Hey, even when he got out, she was on to the next ride. Nelly, right?
Yeah. She not finna go down to no janitor or no.
Right.
She ain't finna go down to no a regular 9-to-5 Jake. She gonna marry. If Floyd is what she started with, she ain't finna go below that.
She ain't gonna
her nature won't allow her to do that.
Cause she ain't gonna leave that situation with nothing.
Exactly.
That's what they always do. They want to have something. But what the scriptures say, they should leave without money. What you came in with is what you leave out with. You ain't supposed to come up off of me like the Kim Kardashians of the world. You come up in with me. Kanye know he can't leave this woman now. She gonna take him to the bank if he ever consider leaving her.
She kicking more than that nigga.
Doing nothing.
Yeah, for being a hoe.
She came up off every man she did. They wrote that basketball guy. You think she didn't come up off that? Right. Read again. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man.
Yeah, that day is talking about in this day when this economic collapse happened. You know, this dollar started to intrinsic value goes to zero. You know, hyperinflation,
vintage film,
all kinds of chaos in the streets. You know, dog eat dog, basically. If you want to say that, dog eat dog. You know, that's in that day, man. And that day is coming, man. You got Deutsche Bank. Deutsche Bank is about to crash on you people, man. You know,
you already downsized the town of damage control.
And Deutsche Bank, that investors, they taking $1 billion a day out of Deutsche Bank.
Yeah.
So once Deutsche Bank crash, man, all these other banks, man, they gonna crash.
Taking all that money out the banks, that's exactly what it's doing.
Go back to the famine too, because these women are gluttonous. They even some women even have guys just for meals.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So when that time of that famine comes, when that scarcity of food, these women are gonna bug out. They're gonna be looking for a man like, damn, you know, you got some crackers, you got a bottle of water or some alcohol. That's what it said. We'll eat our own bread.
Yeah, the country Greece, I think it was like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah,
women selling a box for a sandwich.
Yeah, gas station sandwich.
And Greece is in a terrible economic situation, man. You know, that's coming to America, man.
It says, and wear our own apparel, only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
Reproach for it.
That's when she's gonna finally acknowledge that we're her head.
Somebody get Isaiah 32 right there.
Take away your reproach, meaning to take away your shame.
Start up at the top, verse 2 or something.
Because the men, we're their only connection to the Most High. Because we have our head, which is Yahweh Shai, and his head is the Most High. We're their head. So they're going to need us to take away their reproach.
Like in the time when I believe it was Sarah, she was barren. So what did Abraham do? He prayed to the Most High, and the Most High fertilized her womb.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Isaiah 32:2. A man shall be as a hiding place from the wind and a covert from the tempest. As rivers of water is in a dry place, as a shadow.
Right now, none of that seems like a woman. I don't need no man. I'm independent. All that neck swinging and twerking in the neck and all that other shit that y'all do. Sounds good. But as soon as the shit hit the fan and leading up to the shit, because the shit's slowly, like the pile of shit to be thrown at the fan is like in the hand already. Man. It's like right there already. And you women can smell it.
It comes back.
Yeah, it's already comes back. You women can smell it like shit's about to go bad. I better gather me around a man, you know, to help.
I better stop putting so much hell on this man.
Yeah,
you know,
easing up on the.
Because a lot in that day, a lot of men that's been with their women, you know, and taking their shit, they gonna, hey, you gonna come home, or that man not gonna come home that day. You know, and he gonna be gone.
He gonna try to come back.
No, hell no. Like shit, I can get away from this wicked ass bitch. I'm out. That's what's gonna happen.
Law gonna come get me in child support and alimony. Shit, I'm out.
Child support office is closed down.
My prayers have been answered, right?
Come, verse 9. Oh, sorry, let me finish this. As the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. Verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many. I thought you would die.
Her countenance gets worse and worse and worse. She's just shriveling.
I always want another man, a different man.
Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail.
Hey, the time is coming where y'all gonna need a man. This is the reproach. This part that it's talking about now is that reproach. And to help take away that reproach is what was in verse 2. Only let us be called by thy name to take away thy reproach. That's when a man becomes the covert in the tempest and so on, and the rock in the weary land and all of that.
And remember, going back to what we was going into earlier, the habitation is going to be with us. The angels, we gonna like going back. We're gonna be in a mental. We're gonna have mental stability. We're gonna know what to do. We ain't gonna allow our emotions to cloud us, to make bad judgments. Because these men, it says that these men are gonna be like unto women, right? We're gonna keep our sanity, man, because we're gonna remember back to what the scriptures said. Knowledge and wisdom shall be thy stability in thy times, and the strength of thy salvation.
The fear of the Lord is.
And these women are gonna take note of that. These women, hey, they ain't stupid. They ain't stupid, man. Okay? They know how to sense security, man.
Like a woman, we always say a woman can smell a man with money. In that day, a woman's gonna know that man can smell a man, can find a man that's gonna take away that reproach, that got power, that is gonna have some kind of substance in that day, substance in order to survive. You know? I'll be finished this.
That man eat.
Yep. Many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless women, for the vengeance shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip ye and make ye bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins.
Hey, the whole time you reading these, I keep thinking about the book of Eli.
Oh yeah,
the book of Eli, man.
The one that help me, save me.
Yeah.
Oh my God, don't leave me here.
And he's just calm and collected. He just strolling through.
Yeah.
He got his weapon. He got his little bag
and his sword.
He got his sword.
What did he do though? Because they showed that couple when they killed the man off top. Then they got it. He said, "Stay on the path, not your business." But when he came up against under that bridge where the other guys, the hijackers were there,
they were
he was walking along. The woman was right there as the bait.
Yeah, trying to bait him.
He smelled it.
Can I go with you?
What did he have? He walked up on her, looked at her. He smelled him, but he was like, "Where's your water?" Because he about to take it from her. Where's your water?
Yeah.
That's how weak you women are going to be in that day. You're weak like that now, but there's an imaginary system that makes you believe you have security.
And then women in that day are going to be transparent, where men of the Lord, we're going to see right through you and know what you want. Know, and like you said,
your intent.
Yeah, your intent, all of that. Like, oh, bitch, you just want water, you just want to eat. You know, you just want shelter. You want a place to rest your head. All right, we're gonna be able to discern what you want that day.
Done.
I think that was it. Oh, verse 12.
It's gonna be a sift.
Yeah.
You know, like the elect are being sifted from the 2/3. When that time comes, even there's gonna be a sift in that with the women too. Yeah. Because remember, it's gonna be elect remnant of women that's gonna be saved and make it. You know, they're gonna be sifted from the rest of these nasty sluts out here, man. Some of them gonna be repentant thoughts, you know.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
They shall lament for the teats and for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine upon the land of my people shall come up thorns and briars, yea.
Yeah, Esau give you women, basically, they give you welfare, they give you good jobs over men. You know, they give you, the Section 8. You know, the whole world, especially America, is catered to women. You know, but Esau, he's gonna take that away from you. He's gonna take he's gonna snatch that pedestal right from under you.
Yep.
That comfort zone.
And I can see Trump doing that shit. Yeah, I do. Trump don't give a fuck.
Well, he already did with the when they closed down the government, and right when they're on the brink to take away EBT, your food stamps, your vouchers and stuff, that's when they brought it back. Yeah. You know, because it was highly reported that that was going to be what's next, as far as when the government shutdown took place.
When he do the rest of it, he probably going to do it all at once.
Hey, yeah, he might as well do it once.
Take it all away.
Yeah.
Trump is like, we ain't got money for that. We ain't got money for folks.
Kind.
Let's put that in the military.
Yeah, I can see
We're at war right now.
Kind.
Due to the ongoing war in the Middle East, you have to suspend your electronic benefits cards, all of that shit, man. EBT, your Section 8 vouchers will not be valid. You know,
No more winning.
none of that. So your landlords, they still need their money. They can kick your ass out.
Damn, I can see it, man. A whole lot of men gonna rejoice in that.
Kind.
The whole child support gonna be shut down.
Watch how humble women get in that day.
Yeah.
They don't humble down, baby. What you do?
We gonna bring it out. You remember that? You remember last year you talking shit?
Upon all the houses.
It's gonna be a lot of mate calling, man.
Kind.
Gonna be a lot of mate calling, man. You know, women gonna be desperate, man.
Hey, women ain't gonna have all the delicacies like the makeup. They gonna be trying to, you know how you see those jail shows where women try to, they use all kind of shit to try to put makeup. Women gonna be trying to,
Kool-Aid packets and shit.
Yeah, they gonna be trying to Indian everything to try to look appealing to a man in that day.
You gonna get yourself killed. You just gonna get yourself killed.
Hot Cheeto.
Get yourself killed because why are you trying to find a man? A nigga is gonna come your way. And he's gonna probably rape you and leave your ass there to die.
I got a quote for this one. This is Jeremiah chapter 4. It's a lot. It's Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 30. It says, and when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Though thou clothest thyself with crimson, though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold, though thou rentest thy face with painting, in vain shalt thou make thyself fair. Thy lovers will despise thee, they will seek thy life.
They don't even want to, you don't doll yourself up and nobody gonna want you. They gonna want to take your life. They want to take your life. And you women, man, y'all don't understand. These men have been taking note to. You think a man don't have a hit list on the women that did them wrong in life? Most men got a lengthy hit list. Women that denied him, women that they tried to go for, and then that shot him down for lesser men, for less sincere men that did you wrong, or men that picked up the baggage of niggas trying to treat a woman good, and she still can't, the fucked off situations. Men got you on the list to come. Hey, there's gonna be something like 2 or 3 men show up to the same bitch house. Like, we gonna have to share this kill.
One wicked nigga gonna say,
sent him to the pen.
let me hit it one more time.
She sent him up to get robbed. She put him on child support.
I gotta.
There's an underlying like gender war, like a gender competition. Hot girl, city girl, summer, whatever you call it. City boy, summer.
Didn't Cardi B come out and say about she said she basically come out to reveal how to set dudes up, like rob them or something.
If a man was gonna leave her, she would seduce him, get him drunk or high, get him off pills, and then have a tranny pop in the ass. Like, it's nasty shit, man. A wicked bitch like that is gonna get trodden down the street, trodden down like a fire in the street, man.
That's the young girls body yourselves after. So what the judgment she get, if the blind leads the blind, cause she leading you stupid young hoes, you think she ain't gonna fall into a ditch just like you gonna fall into a ditch after her?
She's the reason why you women are walking around with your titties, basically in public, public places, like basically nothing on.
Kim Kardashian and what's the other one? Nicki Minaj and them Nicki Minaj. So this bitches just keep getting worse.
Oh, worse and worse.
Hey, you making bitches like Rihanna look like a piece of gold. This bitch is an industry slut.
Amber Rose.
Man, that's what I'm saying. They got these older
Cardi B, she's surpassing that shit.
Cardi B is the worst.
She's the worst, man. She's teaching the young chicks to basically how to get killed. Finessing dudes. Like the biggest level of finessing a man is marriage. She said that. Marry these niggas. Like basically she giving y'all wicked left-handed advice. Which is gonna really backfire on a lot of you hoes, especially the time that we're talking about.
Bro.
Hey, we ain't African. We ain't saying, hey, go. We're just telling you what the scriptures say. We kind of laughing about it. We joke a little bit, but hey, this is some real deal. It's gonna. Mosiah is gonna. He gonna be the one behind it.
That hit list. That's a real list.
That's the Mosiah's hit list.
I got a list. I ain't no fun. I got a list.
I'm not going. I ain't got no list. I'm gonna just let y'all about y'all shine.
I'm gonna just check him off as he knock him off the list. So I ain't gonna do shit. I'm powerless. I ain't doing nothing.
I gotta free real quick because those spirits.
The Apostle Gabar had did a video about why you should fear the Most High. There's a channel on YouTube called Horror Stories. You go. I advise all y'all brothers to go.
Horror stories.
Go and watch that channel. Subscribe.
Horror stories.
Horror stories.
Subscribe to it. Hey,
you see the worst way people die. The majority of those stories is involving women, proud ass women, and they go out in the most brutal fashion.
I'm subscribed to that.
Brutal rapes, and like the rape, it starts off with just you getting your head beat in, kicked in, and then they running the train on you. Then they stab you up. Stab you up, stump you out, take your purse, take everything out your purse, money, whatever. And then they leave them with broken ribs, fractured skull, and mute face, beaten beyond recognition, like shit like that, man. Those stories really take place. You go to Horror Stories and you'll read that incident like that took place in Texas back in like the early 90s, man. Judgment was on 2 Edomite devils, Shedemites. They got gang raped by some Issacharites in a jail. They gang raped both of them and put them to death brutally, man. That was a death angel that was on those dudes, man.
I got this spirit, bro. Ecclesiasticus 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
That's telling. If when a judgment is executed, it actually appeases them. Like basically, the moment your spirit leaves, the Most High is satisfied. He's satisfied.
Like a savory smell, like sacrifice.
Like a relief, like, all right, woo, it's done. It's done. That bitch was wicked as fuck, man. I had to do it.
Yep.
You know? So when we hear about stuff brutally happening to people, y'all think we evil for saying the shit we say.
For saying call hello, y'all about you now.
But the scriptures say evil men understand not judgment.
Yeah.
Evil men, the reason why you hate what we're saying is because you feel like you're you try to rationalize people basically prospering in their wickedness. They shouldn't die, they shouldn't have to die for their iniquities. That's basically what you're doing. But the scriptures say because a sentence against the evil work is not executed speedily, therefore it's to the sons of men to do evil. You know? So hey, we give all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai when we hear about certain shit happening, man.
And judgment
especially to you women, because you too goddamn proud, man. Many great misery shall be done in their latter days in the world because they have walked in great pride, man. That whole city girl shit, that's the most proud shit I've seen women become a part of, man. You know?
Yeah, men combating it too.
Yeah.
That's why I say it's underlying gender war.
Yeah.
And it's gonna escalate.
Verse 29, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. And a lot of judgment is going out amongst this planet. Every day you see a woman getting judged, this wicked ass Israelites getting judged. All right, there was just a woman over, a scientist over in Italy or somewhere in Europe. She was from America, but she got raped and killed. Yeah, they found her in like an old World War II bunker or something. Yeah. So hey, judgment, and you know, Cornell C.P. Whitaker, he just got judged. You know, got hit by a car. Man, judgment is man.
There's still people that's coming from that's coming from America going to the DR and and coming back in body bags, man.
Yeah.
And judgment is coming down, man. It's certainly coming down, man. All these proud ass people here, like people rolling by, you know, yelling out at us and shit, man. Yeah, those are scoffers, man. Those scoffers right now, they're comfortable. But the Lord, it's not for the Lord to get them in their security, man. It just come upon you just out of nowhere. These people don't fear. They don't have a true fear of the Most High, man. You know? They don't watch what they say. They don't watch what they do.
Proverbs 30 and 11. There is a generation that curses their father and does not bless their mother. There is a generation that are pure in their own eyes and yet is not washed from their filthiness.
Proud as hell. Proud as hell, man. This is like literally the worst generation, man. This is the same generation the Most High is preserving for that judgment, man. This is the ungodly generation that Yahweh Shai spoke of.
There is a generation, oh how lofty are their eyes, and their eyelids are lifted up.
And that's why they're so degenerate, man. They're degenerate because of their pride. You know? Because everybody's about getting clout. Everybody's about trying to receive validation. You know? They want likes, they want acceptance. And that's what fuels that pride, man. They keep doing what they do. That's why the longer we hear, the more you're gonna see more ridiculous, degenerate shit, man. These challenges that they doing on the internet, it's gonna get more stupid and stupid and worse and worse.
It's gonna be the Russian roulette challenges.
They already done. They already
did that. They shot a nigga in the foot.
They already done that, bro.
Oh, that shit was so funny.
They already done that, bro.
Stupid.
Yeah, bro. drink bleach challenge.
Yeah,
when y'all gonna do that one?
They was setting themselves on fire.
Yeah. Tide Pod.
When y'all gonna do the fish or the shark challenge?
Yeah.
Just go underwater and don't hold your breath, man.
He said, "Don't hold your breath."
Don't hold your breath, man.
Niggas gonna do the running to the opposite side of the street challenge, man. Run to the traffic
On the freeway.
Yeah.
Froggy chicken with semi truck.
And hopefully everybody standing nearby looking at your stupid ass with their cameras out. Okay? So world star that moment. So I can laugh at your stupid ass, man. And say, Masha Pot for being a fucking idiot, man. Being degenerate, man. Looking for the fucking clout, man. You people are ridiculous out here, man.
Saw Welvin last night.
Of course. He all over the place, man.
He was, I forgot where I was at. He was somewhere like, how are you over here?
Some butch bitch was about to put hands on that fool, remember? That's that, yeah. She was about to put hands down Fremont,
What you call it, bro?
Which day?
Bull daddy.
He didn't want no smoke with that bitch either.
No, she was 2 times this time. You better get a piece of her. Verse 13, there is a generation of how lofty are their eyes and their eyelids are lifted up. There is a generation whose teeth are as swords and their jaw teeth as knives to devour the poor from off the earth and the needy from among men.
I gotta breathe. This is Sirach chapter 11 and 25. In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. In the day of affliction, there is no remembrance of prosperity, for it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways.
Yeah, that goes for man and woman.
Yes, more.
Okay.
The affliction for an hour maketh a man forget pleasure, and in his end his deeds shall be discovered.
Yeah, you could be indulged in whatever it is that you went to, and then the moment the Most High sends that death angel, you immediately off top, you ain't thinking about what you doing.
Yeah.
Now you in horror. Now your whole countenance changed, man. Now you in straits. Now your beat is heart in 1,000 minutes. You know, straight up, man. You know, hey, you see that happening. Concerts, you know, everybody chanting, they singing to this tune or whatever demonic ass song that they rapping to or singing to, and then the moment gunfire goes off, the show's over. You ain't turning up, you ain't dancing, you ain't twerking, you ain't grinding on nothing. And now you running for the fucking exit.
And if you're not, you know, I won't say masculine, but got enough strength, your ass gonna get trampled. Because people get trampled at those events where, you know, like, you know, skinny girls, or, you know, even they gotta be skinny. It could be a fat ass nigga woman, man. She get knocked over a trip, her ass is gonna get trampled. And that's happened. People gotten, you know, serious.
Everybody gonna fall over her big ass.
Oh yeah.
It's a wrist, bro.
I'm stepping on this. That was it. You got something?
I still had Isaiah 4 reading now.
Okay.
With that first verse, we really get into, but we got kind of past it.
What's that for?
That's Psalms 37. Because it seems like, you know, these people now, they're prospering in their way. You know, they're enjoying themselves. They're getting their money, they eating, they partying. These women, they getting their way with the men. These men, you know, they doing their dirt, you know, whatever they doing, selling drugs, committing adultery, whatever. But pretty soon, the Most High is gonna he's just gonna roll out the judgment like a red carpet, man. And it's gonna roll right beneath all these people's feet, man. Okay?
I gotta breathe.
Yep.
This is Matthew 24 and 38. For in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying, and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
Hey, they was prospering in their wickedness back then, but then the moment the Lord had Noah and his sons and those animals, fill that ark up, and the Most High basically had the door closed. Hey, you think they were still partying when that first drop came down? When they felt them drops, they like, oh, they looking around and shit, and they seeing the drips all on the ground.
And if you been in like a what are they? Flash floods, but when thunderstorms happen, like it's the flash floods, when those raindrops like buckets coming down, that's what probably happened. It wasn't just like no mist. Hell no. It was like
when it started pouring hard,
and it had to be a hard ass rain to flood the whole.
That's what I'm saying. You start seeing
the
waterfalls on their ass.
Water was. It's like sometimes you going to California, you can see the lines on the mountains. That's where the water was at. That's this place was up in water.
Back then, in Noah's time, how the agriculture was water was had that morning dew. Sometimes that happens like down south, Midwest. You wake up early in the morning, you see a dew. Water that's attached to the grass, the trees. That's the morning dew. And that time it didn't rain.
Natural precipitation in the air. Precipitation in the air. That humidity in the air was already manifested as water.
That's all you really needed to
water the earth,
to irrigate the earth.
Showing you that this atmosphere is the waters. We're like really in water right now. The elements.
I was gonna say, because the same elements that create air and water, CO2 and H2O, they both got oxygen in it. It's about the amount that's in that area. It makes the difference. There's one or two elements away from making something.
And knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
He said, "Lo, behold, I come quickly, man." And really, he gonna be the ultimate party stopper. That DJ, that record's gonna skip. They're gonna hear that loud trump, that loud trump. And the moment y'all hear that shit, you people gonna be fucking melting, man. You're gonna be falling to your face. You're gonna be falling literally down to your face, man. You're gonna be horrified. But just moments ago, you just hey, you doing this shit, man.
Like those niggas at what's that movie? First Purge. Partying up until that
Skeletor showed up.
Showed up and
the girl thought
and that's really how Rashad's gonna come back. You're gonna be partying like the brother was just saying, and then people gonna get stabbed, and it's gonna be, and then it's gonna be pandemonium, just like it's gonna be here on Earth. People gonna be partying up, forgetting about, the world is gonna be in a downfall, during those times. But people are still going to try to forget about it. They want to try to do something to keep their mind off the affliction.
Hey, when people are basically given to their pleasures, when they're puffed up in their pride doing evil, they're in an atheist state of mind. When the moment adversity hits them, now they believe in the Most High. They oh my God saved me. They send up, y'all pray for me, send prayers up for me.
Pray for
everybody. Let's hold hands. That's what the scripture means. There's a good forgetfulness of prosperity in the day of affliction. When you was in your wickedness, you didn't have. It was not even a forethought. The Most High was not in your thoughts, man. When you in your wickedness, you don't believe in the Most High. But the moment when the Most High shows Himself, now you believe Him. And that's gonna be the ultimate fate of our people, man. Because you don't really believe the Most High, the power of the Lord is working with His men. How you treat the men of the Lord is how the Most High know you would treat Him.
How you treated Him already.
Really,
hated you,
how you treat us is how you would.
How you treat
He deem it as how you would treat Him.
But that's what I'm saying. He already treated Him that way. Jake already treated the most Yahweh Shai that way already.
Yeah, what's that parable
they hated
where
you.
he sent his servants to the where he left his house in charge of the man, and they
Think that shit funny, huh? We gonna see.
and then they beat his servants, but then he said, "I'll send my son." But then when they
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
I
that
know
parable,
what you're talking about. Yeah.
I can't think of
About
it.
the about the vineyard. Yeah. And he said, we'll kill the son
This is
so we can inherit the
heir.
vineyard.
Yeah, that's
I got a quick. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as a woman as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So you gonna be all in your mirth and turned up and happy and laughing and not realizing that next moment, boom,
Bro,
it's gonna be a destruction.
you ever see that video where Jake's partying and the whole the floor just collapses? That's what's gonna happen. You know?
I think that was in India.
I think it was some niggas out here, not in Vegas. There's some niggas like back east somewhere, and they was
a few times.
it was like an apartment building or something, and they was and the floor just collapsed. That's gonna happen in that day. These last days we're coming into. I had Psalms 37 and 1. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. Wither.
Like the vermin that's out here walking up and down the street, Jake thinking shit's funny. You ain't gotta trip on shit like that. We know that they threw. We know the Most High is gonna get them. You know, let them walk down the street, say whatever stupid shit they gotta say. You know, and the Most High is gonna eventually, get them, man.
He's homeless.
And he's homeless, so it's
Well, it's the scripture that Most High hates a poor man
that's proud. Yeah, like that old hag, that nigga woman that just walked by.
Oh man.
She's shriveling up day by day. She don't even know she's like dying, like, and she's still proud. Talking shit. You know? So don't fret because, they get this, talk shit and scoff and yell at us or whatever they do. They think shit is funny or what we do in the music. Alright, we already know we already know.
You're gonna walk by, you in your travail, your destruction coming to the world. You're gonna walk by this spot, we're not gonna be right. You're gonna see us no more.
They be at this spot right here on Sunday. I know they be here. They gonna probably come back 2 or 3 weeks in a row looking for us. We gonna be gone. We gonna be in that safe place. Wait.
Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. And that day shall the fair virgins and the young men faint for thirst. And these scriptures are water. So wherever the brothers are at, prophesied what camp spot they're at, the Lord gonna take us off these streets, man. And people that walk by and scoff and never really paid attention to the word of the Lord, man. People gonna be searching for us, man. You ain't gonna be able to find us, man. You're gonna be caught out there and then you're gonna die, man. You're gonna be put to death by the Lord.
You read that water and sea already?
Man, what was that scripture brother brought out last night, man? It was close.
5 and 13.
Where it says, keep that the men of the Lord basically they're gonna be silent.
Or their tongue shall cleave to the roof of their mouth.
Amos 5 and 13. You bring it up?
Amos.
Not the one in Ezekiel.
I get it.
Yeah.
Amos chapter 5, verse 13. Therefore the prudent shall keep silence at that time, for it is an evil time.
Yeah. It's gonna be an evil time, man. You know?
You know how the emoji go like that? That's how the men of the Lord gonna be like,
And then emoji gonna be like,
shit. Like, hey, I told you.
That shrug that Kanye gave Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
They're like, you know what's going on. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The scripture say we gonna play dumb.
Kind.
You know? We're gonna be like, hey man, Google it. You know, down on the internet and shit.
Well, I think they got the internet was working over here. Go down there and check.
I was like, man, go Google that shit.
I heard they got internet in their concentration camp. Go over there and check it out. You know?
They got some Wi-Fi over there.
Wi-Fi over there. Maybe check it out.
Right in that concentration camp. FEMA give you Wi-Fi.
Kind.
like you said, the parable of the foolish virgins.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't trim your lamps when you had the chance to.
Kind.
Our lamps is trim. Ain't nothing to talk about. Ain't nothing to talk about. Our lamps are trim. We good. We got sight.
You was bid to the marriage.
Kind.
You was bidding, man. You know?
It was like, bro, like, you know, you get they got an, like, you know, party invitation. It's like an invitation to the wedding, and Jake 2/3 just
that shit whack.
Throw that shit whack.
That shit gonna be whack.
Oh, this shit whack.
Ain't no ham and ain't no shrimp. Ain't no.
Well, what they serve?
Yeah.
Oh, get that.
Get him something cold in it.
I have that parable.
He is older, so
It's up to you. So whatever you want to do.
Matthew chapter 25 and verse 1. There shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, Behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. Then all those virgins arose.
He's here. He's here.
And trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, Give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out.
Give us some answers.
Right.
You know,
Please.
let us know what's going on, please. Can you give me some of that knowledge? Can you give me some of that understanding?
What should I do?
What was the name? Things like that. You know?
Yeah, because normally you niggas gonna go to the Christian church and they ain't gonna have no answer.
They're gonna go there.
Yeah, they gonna go there.
first.
They gonna ask their congressman.
They doors gonna be shut. Look at that invite
kind.
Joel Osteen.
You gonna shut the doors.
He said he really excuse for us. They didn't ask.
Kind.
The waters is rising, and they need refuge.
It should be automatic.
Yeah.
They didn't ask.
Verse 9. But the wise answered, saying, Not so, lest there be not enough for us and you. But go ye rather.
Yeah, not enough for either.
But go ye rather to them that sell, and buy for yourselves. And while they went to buy,
Yeah, go get your own. Hey, Google.
that's what you're saying.
Go on Google, man. That's all I can tell you.
And watching niggas spit out. Oh, that's not love.
Yeah.
That's hate. That's hate.
You a man
supposed to love
you. A man of the Lord. What does the Bible say? What does the Bible say about that? you really want to hear that?
Now you want to use the scriptures?
Kind.
Verse 10. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut.
What does that remind y'all of?
You said the door was shut. Noah. It's just like Noah. Hey, but the scriptures tell you that the Most High closed that ark door, man. He sealed it.
Verse 11. Afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, Verily I say unto you, I know you not. Watch therefore, for you know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh.
Hey, that's an ultimate back bro. He's gonna basically deny you, like, I don't know y'all. Yeah. None of y'all getting up here. These men, the elect, the cluster of the great the Israel, the Most High, that's my wife. Okay? We finna have a party up there in the ship. Okay? You niggas about to fry.
Like the niggas going to the unity camp and have a barbecue, we gonna have a barbecue. You niggas is gonna be down there frying, or we gonna be having a barbecue up in the ships.
We gonna be watching the barbecue.
Watching the barbecue, yeah.
Hey, Elder Apostle Tahar already said, no more new members, man.
Hey, shut the door shut.
That's our
Damn.
Hey,
that means that the seals. Hey.
Yeah, if that ain't prophecy.
Yeah. That means the angels are damn near about done sealing.
Yeah.
And we all know that that's when the Lord's finna release. He's finna let them empties unleash them winds, man.
Said in the words of Elder War, he gonna let them hammers fly.
Yeah. He gonna give you the clip on this place, man.
That was it on that.
Habakkuk chapter 1 verse 2. O Lord, how long shall I cry, and thou wilt not hear? Even cry out unto thee violence, and thou wilt not save. Why dost thou show me iniquity and cause me to behold grievance? For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are that raised up strife and contention. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth.
Some more wicked Israelites, man.
That's how you look at it.
All the wicked, these niggas are just doing the most, man. It's like judgment is not going forth, so wrong judgment proceeds.
For the wicked does compass about the righteous.
There's more wicked Israelites than there are that's righteous. And the scriptures also say, he that departed from iniquity maketh himself a prey. You know?
Therefore wrong judgment proceeded. Yeah, man. This is the form of us crying out to the Heavenly Father and His Son, man. How long you gonna let these wicked ass people do what they do, man? In that vanity, man. You know? Praying to the Lord to come judge these people, man. And their judgment is death, man. There's a million ways to die, choose one. That's what the Lord gonna choose.
How was it on that?
Who was on it?
You want it from the verse 4? From the top.
That's cool. Start at the top.
It's Isaiah chapter 24, verse 1. Behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. And it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master, as with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him.
Everybody gonna be fucked off in that day, man. No matter what position you play. Yeah?
The land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled, for the Lord has spoken his word. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Broken the everlasting covenant.
Hey, for example, the rainbow, man, that's a covenant.
Yeah.
They use the rainbow as some homosexual shit.
Yeah. Turn something righteous into something wicked. Completely wicked.
That's one example.
Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burnt, and few men live.
Yeah. Read that part again.
Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burnt, and few men live.
And a few men left, man. The elect. Ain't nobody else gonna be in this land. The elect is the only ones that's gonna survive out of this land.
I was going to go down to verse 11, right?
The new wine mourneth, the divine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of tabrets season.
Right?
Taking away the mirth.
Yep.
That's where we're getting.
Taking away that mirth, man. You know?
He said the mirthful side.
The merry-hearted.
The merry-hearted side. Those that are all, and then if you look at everybody was talking about, oh, I want to be happy. I don't got time for negative energy and all this other stuff. Nobody want to hear the real truth of what time we're really living in. When you go in the third chapter, they got that all messed up with what's happening.
How's the spirit?
Yeah, you got it all messed up with what's happening in the earth right now. What time we're really living in. It's not a time of mirth, man. It's a time of mourning right now. Okay? You should be sorrowful. That's why when we read Isaiah 32nd chapter, it said, gird yourself with sackcloth, man. Clothing of mourning for the bewail your children for all the things that are coming unto you. Okay?
Be vigilant, be circumspect for the days, redeeming the times because the days are evil.
The mirth of tabrets ceaseth. The noise of them that rejoice endeth. The joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it.
Strong drink shall be bitter. Things that make you happy and take away your, what it said, Proverbs 31st chapter. Give strong drink to them that's ready to perish. It's going to be bitter. It's not going. You're going to want to die, but it ain't going to help you. It's not going to do its job.
It's not going to suppress
your fears and your concerns. The wine is not going to make you cheerful hearted. None of that's going to work. It's how bad times.
It's just going to exacerbate. It's just going to worsen.
Verse 10. The city of confusion is broken down.
Yeah, America is that city of confusion.
Perfect.
It's being broken down.
Yeah, mingle with a perverse spirit in the midst of Egypt. You got them staggering, you know, like a drunkard, man. You don't even understand all of the shit that the society is carried away into. It's causing so many long-lasting negative effects on this place, man. You wonder why the cancer rate is so sky high? All this damn technology, all the cigarette smoke.
They keep talking about 5G as a straight killer, man.
Yeah.
Straight killer. It sounds like it's something good. It's going to bring more technology faster, and man, it's going to straight kill you people, man. Because your body can't deal with that.
The level of
radiation
over the period of time is going to really, it's going to, like, you know, of course, like I think our bodies are made of 60% water or something like that. 70% water. It's
like the earth is.
It's like the radiation absorbs the water in it.
It dehydrates the water.
It dehydrates the water, and your man become infertile. It absorbs all the water in you, so it obviously creates diseases and cancers.
Yeah, because if you think about it, you start taking the water away out the body, the blood can't flow the same as too thick. It's stroke and all that thing. But you start doing all of that with all this technology, and then stuff ain't moving, you ain't filtering it out, you're not hydrating it to carry diseases, bacteria out of your body.
Because the point that I was making was that perverse spirit that's mingled is what's causing this place to break down the way it's breaking down. All that LGBT shit, all that technology is causing more harm on the populations of the people, man. And they don't even consider that because they still walking in their pride.
Verse 10, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There is a cry for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone.
And that's twofold. The cry for wine, that's twofold.
Yeah.
Famine of the word.
Famine of the word, because the scriptures, it comforts you. You know, you want to know the truth. People gonna be trying to seek for the truth. They ain't gonna be able to get it. It's gonna bug them out that they can't get it. And on top of that, just like it says that the venture shall fail.
Okay.
You usually, or people that try to escape reality, to cope with whatever depression that they have, they seek to alcoholism. They drink just to to calm themselves, to calm their nerves, and to basically not think about their troubles,
their problems.
Exactly. When you have no access to that, you're gonna be in straits, man. That's gonna really torment you. So you ain't gonna be able to get the comfort from this, and whatever comfort that you seek fleshly, you ain't gonna get that either. All them stores are gonna be boarded up. You ain't gonna be able to go run to the corner store and grab you a Lime-A-Rita,
A Long Island.
You ain't gonna be able to get all that, man. You ain't finna go and get no Chardonnay. You ain't finna go get a bottle of this or a bottle of that.
That's gonna be something to have in that day too, like a lot of because people gonna want that. You can barter that stuff.
Wine is gonna be.
Yeah, people want alcohol, like you were referring to kind of suppress their pains and their agony. It's not gonna help them, but hey, shit, if I can feed my family, take this call. Right? I had a pre real quick. Ecclesiastes 7:1, it is better to go to the house of mourning than the house of feasting.
Yep.
For that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Sorry.
Hey, who's the ones that are in the... How could you differentiate between those that are in the house of feasting and the house of mourning?
False prophets? Or just in general?
Just what they talk about.
Yeah.
You could judge it based on what spirit they're in.
Yeah.
And what they're in, and especially when we go by the Israelites, the teachers.
Yeah.
You got one side that's teaching strictly prophecy. They're telling you, hey, the Most High is getting ready to tear shit up. It's about to be death. It's about to be famine. The mark of the beast is here. Don't take the chip. That's that, and we're prophesying in sackcloth, which is the material that prophets in mourning wore. These other guys, they're wearing the fancy shit. T-shirts with fringes.
Yeah, baby garment.
With acronyms on them.
Yeah.
Wearing Black Lives Matter or Jesus. Jesus is a black identity extremist, and just putting trendy shit on they shirts, call themselves Israelites, but they having cookouts, taking pictures with Rizza Islam, and you know what I'm saying, like just
Weddings.
That don't seem like signs of mourning to me. That sounds like really you guys are enjoying.
Come to the 2019 Passover. We're gonna have performances by.
Yeah.
Like
weddings and all type of shit, man.
Meet and greet with women and shit like that. Israelite mingle or something. Who knows, man?
Yeah.
But all this stuff is going on in Israel.
They have a red carpet. They had a red award show for that Hebrew to Negroes
documentary movie.
Yeah. The motherfuckers had a red carpet, man. A red carpet event.
niggas came out with dashiki garments.
Bro.
Kente cloth garments and shit.
I think it's going to go see Black Panther.
Yeah. Black Panther.
Y'all see that video on World Star where it was an Israelite? He was showboating his multiple wives and all those kids that he had.
Yeah.
You think a nigga like that is in the house of mourning?
No, like you can hear his voice.
That nigga happy,
Look at my wife over there, and my other wife over there, and we in harmony, y'all.
That nigga ain't thinking about getting out of
I got
Babylon.
15 kids. I got 7 wives.
Yeah.
We're gonna see what those wives do in that day.
So woe to you that get suck in those days, man. Them some babies. He had babies. Babies.
Yeah, that's Ecclesiastes 7:1.
Yeah.
King Solomon, right? Yeah. King Solomon had 1,000 wives, riches beyond belief. You know, the richest king ever on the earth, and he still was complaining to the Heavenly Father, saying thanks. Vanity is nothing.
Vanity and vexation, the spirit.
Without the Heavenly Father.
Verse 3, sorrow is better than laughter for by sadness and the countenance, the heart is made better. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of the fools is in the house of mirth.
Yeah, King Solomon, he was in a state of mourning, man. Even though he was a rich, wise king, man, he was still in a state of mourning. You know?
I got another pre to go with that. Matthew 5:3. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is in the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
Because right now, we're still in the land of like captivity, man. Our punishment is almost about up, but it's not officially up just yet. So we don't need to be carrying ourselves like we still not at the end of our punishment. We're still subject to payments. Like we're still in captivity. Yahushua ain't even came yet. So we shouldn't be acting like, we already done made it across the finish line, man.
Hey, it's like when you're in prison or whatever, right? And you get your papers for discharge. You ain't out yet. You ain't out until you walk outside the gate.
What?
You ain't out. Anything can happen.
Everybody in there know you about to get out.
Yeah.
So that's demons fucking with you. That's like the middle of the
See you back when you get back soon.
Yeah.
You man, they won't fight now. You back there, take his ass to the hole. You ain't out until you cross the finish line.
Yeah, man, we're not going to get our consolation until the deliverance, man. All right, and that's going to be real comfort. There's no real comfort here for us, man, because everything is polluted and corrupted. All right, those 7 wives that you got, bro, I hate to break it to you, but technically them ain't your wives, bro. If none of them were virgins, which more than likely in Babylon, that's the case. And they were all Judah. So yes, they're polluted. So hey, bro, seriously. Some of them look like, some was older, so you already know what time it is, man. This is not our rest, man.
I had that scripture.
Ecclesiasticus 30:15. Health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth. So when these chariots come and deliver the elect, we're gonna be immortals, man. We're not gonna die. We're not gonna be subject unto sin, subject unto getting sick. We're not. Stub our toe, it's not gonna hurt. So we're basically gonna feel no pain.
That's when we're gonna get the real comfort.
And the scripture's saying that's where we're gonna be at our top optimal health and good estate of the body. And that's above infinite wealth, man. All right, so no matter how much riches you can get in this society, in Esau's world, you're still subject to death. All right, you're still subject to pain.
That's why Yahushua said, the last enemy, well, Paul said it, the last enemy to get the victory over is death. Get the victory over death, man. That's the final enemy. That's the truth. You don't lose no more if you get the victory over death.
And how do we die? Through sin. And we're not going to sin no more. We're going to have the laws that you have. It's not in the So we get
Niggas get right there, drafted in NBA draft. Oh, I made it. No, you ain't make it, man. You ain't made it no fucking way.
That's just as bad as niggas that in the church saying that they saved. Yeah. You ain't saved from shit.
I don't know. Niggas get a government job and say they made it. Shit, that's through, man. They made it to another level of being a damn slave.
Oh, that was it? Nothing else? So we'll close out. We're going to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash.
Shalom to the elder apostles of the great millstone. Shalom, Barakatan, to the tabernacle of David.